similar. It feels similar enough. I just saved over the save state, the wrong save state. Oops. Oh well.
You get a running start, but that's okay.
Doesn't work very well.
Let's try jumping.
That's the first solution I tried to any Mario obstacle.
It's actually a very, very good one. Try to avoid damage would be pretty good, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to consistently.
It's probably gotta be worth it. Can't figure out how to get to running speed without Yoshi.
Guys using
Oh, I
dinosaur
don't-
strats.
I don't know.
This guy is using dinosaur strats? What? That bubble just disappeared. What? What? Hell, what? Okay.
It sure did, huh?
That was, something.
You should harness that power.
It didn't disappear this time. I don't know why it disappeared. I like the strategy I have. I don't know how consistent it's really going to be or how fast it's going to be, but it feels satisfying to do.
So is there really no video footage you can use that is relevant?
I mean, it probably
The
is.
first one I saw wasn't.
I decided not to bother because it's such a simple game that really, like, the time savers should be obvious, really. Except for, like, a few parts.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Like, I can't... What the? Okay. I guess I'm doing that instead.
There you go.
I just went through a guy, but okay.
No, I made a F5 save state and then it refreshed the webpage I was, or the.
Why did I go through that guy? How did I make that jump? I don't understand. I don't understand this game anymore. Everything I know is a lie. I'm confused. Why?
No, try to find a visual cue, I guess.
I just don't understand, man. I'm guessing the fact that that guy is still bursting kind of makes him not have a hitbox. I guess I can estimate that one, but why can I sometimes make it and sometimes not?
I guess I should figure this out before moving on. Because whether I have Yoshi or not is important.
The goal for this Genji is beat Forest of Illusion 1 and 3.
Working on visual cues now.
These guys have about 40 minutes, a little less than that, to practice.
Oh, that actually might be a pretty good visual cue.
And then they're gonna get 30 minutes during the match to try to complete a run. Best one they can. They can reset whenever they want. They can,
Alright, well, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah, you got it. You got it down.
Pretty good. That's a good feeling.
If they get a run, they can keep going to improve it. And they can actually use their 30 minutes during the match however they want, really. We've had people just stop doing attempts and go back to practice.
Sometimes that works.
Make a sandwich.
We've had that too, actually.
Now I need to remember what I did in Forest of Illusion 1. What did I do for this goal? Do I even know how to play this game? Kind of like a re-practice the start of the goal because I kind of blew my mind up by doing crazy stuff.
Now you can go back to 1.
Okay, doesn't help.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
All the knowledge you've learned from 2.
The fact that there's ridiculous strategies that I have accidentally found.
It can't be that ridiculous.
I don't know, it's something weird.
He was doing a jump that seemed pretty precise.
Yeah. So the next thing to work on is this part. Back to this part.
Looks like Andy's experimenting with Starless.
Starless boys. Oh, hey, there you go. That worked out pretty well. Now, I don't know if I could do that consistently, but that was pretty sweet. And I'm dead.
This didn't really save that much time.
Oops. But if I shoot fireballs on the top of the screen, they don't actually appear. Alright, so I don't know what to do about that part.
It'd be really trolly if Fiesel gave you a cape in the save state in the item box. So if you get hit near the top of the screen and it comes down, you just have to forfeit.
Oh, well, too bad. Looks like you grabbed the cape reset.
Yep.
I can imagine Fiesel
Make
doing
them Mario Maker levels.
It's exactly what
Oh.
Fiesel
Small Mario only. There's mushrooms everywhere.
That's gonna be our finals, actually.
I have plenty of Mario experience. Thanks to last SGL.
Yeah, Yoshi sucks. Forget
doesn't
that.
he? Doesn't he suck?
Yes.
Oh, we got Nightbot in chat on the scene.
Nightbot on the scene.
Him and Ibuki.
Crime solving bot.
Alright, Starless Strats exist. I don't have backup strats for if I miss that.
Oh, I turned the sprites off.
Well, what? That guy hit me.
Oh, that's fun.
Imagine my surprise.
Yeah, SNES 9X by default assigns the number keys to disabling and enabling background and sprite layers.
Would that help with lag?
I'm
I'm so confused.
I don't know.
That guy never hit
think
me
so.
before.
Is that
Why is he still hitting me now? That's how he didn't hit me. Subpixels? Are you attacking me again? Is this the part where the subpixels defeat me?
Can't do simple thing. No. Wasting colossal time.
Colossal time.
Get a grip.
The wandering P speed. Yeah, I guess that needs some explanation.
Oh.
So, your horizontal speed varies while you're holding the run button. The horizontal speed. No, it's while you're holding the D-pad, I think. Yeah, your horizontal speed will vary.
I don't think that would work.
But if you let go of the D-pad, it'll remain constant.
Intriguing.
If you're holding it down from the save state, then it should be consistent, assuming you have a way through the stage without slowing down.
Intriguing.
So wait, what?
I think that may be true if you don't let go of the D-pad. There may be some other things that are resetting the oscillation of the run speed. I'm not sure.
Sounds like voodoo mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, it really does. I'm not buying into it, man. Even if it is all completely, totally true, because it really is. Sounds pretty true. But this game should not be trolling me like that. Don't do me like this, Mario.
Could it be that Mario's hitbox is different when he's in the air, and so
Yeah,
you're still kind of
I mean-
like coming down sometimes?
I don't think that's the case, because most of the time I'm getting hit is when I'm on the ground.
It looks like the Koopa can decide to go left or right, basically.
Intriguing.
See, when he hits you, he's facing right.
Also intriguing. It's because he turns around when he hits. This game confuses me now. This is some sorcery that I'm not ready for.
Who needs power-ups?
Man, this simple two-stage goal has turned into an intense study of game mechanics.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
the
how
shorter
it-
the goal, the more precise you have to get.
Well,
Kinda how it always rolls.
I mean, I hope it's not
Played Super
simple.
Mario Brothers 1.
I picked the stage because they were two very hard stages to do right, capeless.
What's it called? It's not an SGL match without us discussing ridiculous in-depth mechanics. We did that for Mario 1.
Of course.
So let's see if I can do stage 1 from the top without being bad. The answer is no.
Let's just get that cape.
Cave strats. Caves.
I love a good cape in the morning. Wait, that's crepe.
Lamp.
I'm making this overly complicated for myself. Can I jump there? Come on.
The answer is
I literally
more or
can't jump there.
In a perfect world, can I finish the job though? Because apparently I decided I want to choke on an easy jump.
Now we're trucking.
Whatever jump comes after a super hard jump becomes also a hard jump, assuming you got the super hard jump. Because you're like, what? Oh god, I got the super hard jump. What? And your mind's all focused on that, and then
I guess that's a good point. I just want to see.
I was trying an unnecessarily hard jump there, but it was wasting time.
Try to see what the split would be like if I actually did do this right.
Yeah, what Link777 says in the chat is correct. You see the task is jumping all the time because while you're jumping, you can let go of the D-pad and lock in the speed at the highest of the range that it can go through. It's something like 49 to 52 or something like that, whatever those units are.
probably subpixels.
It's probably pixels per second or maybe subpixels per frame, I don't know.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna do that.
But yeah, if you jump and you let go of the D-pad while you're jumping, if you've let go of the D-pad at the right time, you can lock into the faster speed.
It's true. It's even if you wanted to jump all the time as a
Is that
human,
something
you
anyone
would,
does?
no, you would have to know
when
when
the-
your P speed is 52 or when it's 49.
Yeah, people do though, not
Really?
much, but there are some places where people do that, and it's with the cape. If you're trying to get a top tier time, you do this with the cape all over the place. Get the fast flying.
Can you tell when you got it?
Yep. If you're really used to it, you can tell by the speed that things are going by you.
Dang.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I don't mean that in the way that. I mean for real ridiculous.
Yeah, but some people even do that off jumps as well. They'll jump and let go of the D-pad, and apparently get better than average results with it.
Alright, jump, jump. Jump again.
I can definitely see the oscillating speed now, though. Not that I'm going to try to manipulate the damn thing, because well, it's a beast that should not be trifled with. That is the realm of robots. I am in fact not a robot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Sucker? Yeah. Do a high jump there.
I don't know why I jumped into that guy. Don't know why.
Why is it so hard to jump off these stupid things?
Oh yeah, of course clears appears, which should probably split. So
Jump.
that minus a second and a half.
The two levels are Forest of Illusion 1 and 3.
Alright, so now I'm gonna create a save state again to practice, because I don't remember shit about this level.
Hey, was it always that hard to jump off of those blocks?
Yeah.
The one... I don't know.
Whatever the question is, the answer is yes. Whatever makes you more scared.
Was there always Bowser in this level?
Yes. Whatever scares you the most.
Yeah, and it's that weird sprite they came up with for Mario Maker 2.
Mario Maker 2? I'd buy that.
I bet a lot of people would.
I just ran through a Goomba. And I didn't even care.
But yeah, the Bowser sprite on the SNES, the Mario World sprite set, background set, I don't know what to call it, but in Mario Maker you can just have Bowser hanging out, and the only time you see Bowser in this game is when he's in his clown car. So they had to make a new sprite for him, and it looks really weird.
Sure does. You know what looks weirder?
Your face.
My face.
Oh.
I had something, I forgot what it was.
The Magic Koopa in Mario 1.
Yeah, that's pretty up there. Baby Bowser in Mario 1 too.
The Thwomps in Mario 1?
Thwomps in Mario
Not
1.
a fan of. Well, you should never have Thwomps in your level anyway.
I mean, there's some good.
You know who
Thwomps.
you are.
There's some good levels with Thwomps. It's just people don't know how to use them. Ever.
Well, you put 20 in a row, right? That's
Yeah.
how you use them.
Or you put them above the screen so they can't see it. And then they're dead. Ha!
Yep, you have some vines reaching upwards, and you start climbing the vines, and then surprise, there's swamps at the top.
Surprise! You've been rused. Rused once again.
I do like how much invincibility, or like, after they pop from a bubble, they basically don't exist for
Yeah, I've noticed
an
that.
insane
quite
amount of time.
Awesome. Save here. Can't seem to remember what I do in this game.
You want to head right.
Oh, you caught me. That's what I was missing.
This jump is gonna ruin everyone's day.
Which jump?
Nothing.
Which jump are you talking about? Are you talking about the cool jump that I do?
Actually, every
What
jump.
jump?
I
Whatever
don't know
scares
which
me
cool
the
jump you
most.
do.
Whatever scares me the most. Are you trying to do shell jumps?
No, I just warped to the course clear sign. Because technically,
Oh.
if it says course clear, then
Yeah, he's gonna spawn Yoshi wings. And then warp to the end. Watch out.
this shell is screwing with the jump actually. Damn it, it's not.
Oh man.
I think I need a backup strat. Just use Yoshi, whatever.
No unfurled beef. This is going to be just 2 levels, actually. Quite a small selection of all of Super Mario World. But they only have an hour to learn, so making them do the full game would be rather cruel.
Or would it? Yes.
But it's hard to say that asking you to play Super Mario World is cruel. But
This game blows.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, you could probably learn to do any percent in an hour. Not well, but you could learn basically how to do it. But here we want these players to focus on really
Well, this save
optimizing their
state doesn't
routes.
help.
Wow.
does-
Half an hour, so there you go.
yeah, I know for a fact neither of these players is comfortable with all of the things they have planned and want to do in both of these levels. And they've only got about 21 minutes left.
It's a very long time still.
Any percent, yeah. Any percent you wouldn't go through these stages, but yeah, I think any percent is learnable within an hour. But yeah, we're gonna let these guys try to come up with some capeless strats for Forced Evolution 1 and 3. Neither of these guys has any experience speedrunning Super Mario World, so they're starting from scratch here.
Just know it's a
Orb
game you
Ride.
can play fast, not, you know,
This is not a game you can play fast. Nope.
totally a game you can play fast. Look how fast we're playing it. We're playing at the speed of Mario running.
Speed of P.
The speed
Speed
of
of P.
P.
That can't be misinterpreted in any way.
Yes. You can't. Not a chance. I still don't
Can you-
understand why I get extra height sometimes on this jump and sometimes I don't.
Yep.
Can you do your cool jump so I can see it?
I've been trying to do it. Oh, nope.
Oh my god.
Sexy jump. I will call it. Just like I made up my strat, the German jump.
hmm
This is the cool jump. Because it's cool. But it's also, I don't understand just why it works the way it does.
Well, I have the fool jump, apparently.
There are some pretty poor names for speedrun tricks.
They really are. That's
My go-to example is the ghetto jump in Metroid Prime.
yeah. I do know exactly what that is too. I mean, I don't know how to do it. I just know what it looks like and what it does.
You just kind of jump at a slope.
You're going to push you up.
You just jump into it. I don't know.
Yeah, the Goombas don't seem to have hitboxes while they're still popping out of a bubble for a very long time.
Yeah,
Gotta-
it's not just Goombas. Anything in a bubble kind of doesn't exist for like half a second once the bubble pops.
Oh, I
Gotta go.
forgot about this part.
I just don't understand why I get height sometimes and why I don't. This game is a challenging game. This is a game that is hard to understand, and I'm just doing things because they look fast. Which is really what I do a lot. I look at things like, I don't know what I'm really doing, I'm just trying to go fast. And what looks fast seems like a good thing to do.
What the heck? That spawn wasn't the same.
Yo, at least you didn't have a disappearing enemy like I did that one time.
Or did you?
It was gone. Off the face of the earth. Mythical as a witness.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the screen too.
Does that actually save enough time to be worth doing?
Yeah.
So 09, I don't know if it was the FDS version, but I know that sometimes these songs on chiptunes aren't made with the normal instrument set. People will, use some sort of third-party sound synth when they're rendering these things.
Yeah, that doesn't work. The heck? Oh. Huh.
That is a cool jump there.
There's extra Goombas, what? Alright, well I almost died. Because there's an extra Goomba out of place.
Yeah, that's what happened to Khananaphone just a moment ago.
Yep, that's right. Sometimes the bubbles will spawn, and sometimes they won't, depending on what other stuff is happening.
That's freaking weird.
Isn't that
Alright.
great?
From the top. We're doing it from the top. Let's see if I can put a
Oh,
full
that's
run
probably just
together.
way better.
And we'll see if it's a world record. And I'm dead. World record cancel.
Well, I'm not gonna get all these in one run.
I gotta work on the consistency of the full thing now because, well, I only have like 15 minutes left.
You don't need to get it all in one run.
I
Oh wait,
have
actually you
more.
do. Never mind.
Make sure I know how to do the entire route from start to finish, so to speak.
Have to get rid of this stupid fire flower. Yeah. I don't want to waste a second picking up a fire flower. Alright, I guess it's plausible.
Nice.
Just run through that. Whatever.
Hammer Bro decides he doesn't want me to have fun, and I don't blame him.
So the hammers of the Hammer Brother are random. Isn't that great?
I guess it is a little bit great, isn't it?
Great pain in my...
Are they random?
It seems a little bit random. I'm not quite certain.
I mean, I don't.
I'm not a scientist.
I trust you, but random in what way? As in, like, direction or everything?
Seems like kind of random.
Everything.
Kind of thing. Which seems to be why the good thing I am rehearsing from the top, because I didn't really know that.
That's right, if you're going starless in stage 1, you may be relying on lucky hammers and not realize it until just now.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a good thing I learned this, because it sure would be a pain in the butt to lose a million runs to getting bonked on the head by a guy I have no control over.
This jump sucks.
Or to a Koopa that I have no control over, because I don't know how to oscillate my speed correctly.
What the? I mean, actually, that wasn't that different. I just freaked out because there was a Goomba not anywhere near me that wasn't in the way at all, but it was right. I didn't expect it. Oh, that's not even bad either. You know, whatever happens, there happens.
The Goombas! Tons of Goombas! Oh, hey, that Goomba's in a different spot.
I didn't even mean to do all that, but it worked.
Alright. Like, my stage 2 still needs work, but that's a respectable thing.
Gotta wait a little bit.
Certainly a thing. I'm okay with it. Let's go back to the start of World 2. Level 2. That was a respectable time that could definitely be better. And I'm going to make it better. Or consistent, rather. More consistent.
Oh, when are we splitting these?
Course clear, I believe, on both stages.
Yep. Let's
2 splits, you say? Not every midway point.
Well,
I mean, you
it's
could
hard
if you
to
want.
split- I was gonna say it's hard
I
to
do
split
not.
the midway without wasting time.
Thus the sarcasm. Bam.
You could rebind the space bar to right trigger or something.
That's what I usually would do, and I probably should. But
So
when
we-
having extra buttons in the controller kind of made me expect the worst, and I don't want to put myself in a position where I end up like muscle memory and pushing a shoulder button when I don't want to. I was like, oh, I better
Oh, missed the jump.
I better split. Oh, looks like I just.
Got some Final Fantasy VII discussion prompted by the Rainwave music. Recently announced that it was going to be a multi-release thing.
I mean, might be cool as long as it's priced appropriately and plays well.
Sure. With those caveats, I'm pretty sure just about anything could be cool.
Yeah, there's certainly caveats.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm
We're
gonna
buy it anyway, no matter how half-assed they make it.
probably not me, but
I
there are
mean-
definitely some people who will. Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if I'm sold on it yet. It looks pretty, but I'm not a graphics whore.
When it gets pretty though, they use their like 3D anime looking thing, and then I don't know.
I believe it's pronounced Anime.
And I'm the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. There we go. That's a correlation.
You might be onto something. I meant on
Anime
something.
has been caused by the Mighty Ducks. You heard it here, folks.
Quack, 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 quack. And so on.
Mighty Ducks of anime.
I'm gonna put the
Los
shell.
Angeles Angels of Anime.
I'm gonna put the spring into a wall now. New games are challenging, man.
Let's try. That.
Forget it, do that.
Let's try no more video games.
Oh. You
Crossword
could be on-
puzzle race, anyone?
I've done that actually on SRL.
Nice.
Yeah,
USA
it's
Today.
fun. The USA
People
Today
done-
crosswords are fun too. Because if
We
you
did,
don't know it, you can just start spamming letters until it
Yeah,
gives the right one.
next level strats.
For some reason or other, some people in the space that I was in did a race of a bunch of word searches.
Oh boy.
I didn't.
I miss the good old days of pizza delivery races.
Oh man, pizza delivery races.
I would lose. I used to live in a 20-minute delivery area, and now I'm in a 50-minute delivery area.
Bummer. Also a bummer, I fell in the pit.
Very bummer, dude. Holes are bumper tracks.
So you just let go of run very slightly and then the fireball will catch up. Or get ahead enough.
I'm muscle memorying like the wrong thing. It's not good. I've committed the wrong things to muscle memory. I need help.
No, I slowed down. No!
Oh no, Blackie, I was not into blind speedrunning back then.
Oh, speaking of blind speed.
I just kind of guessed what a pizza delivery race would be.
Yo, Fiesel, you're going to HDQ, right?
Yes, sir.
Why aren't you signing up for the mystery tournament?
Mystery tournament at HDQ.
Yep. Actually, I don't know if Boney's only accepting 32 applicants, so I don't know how many people have signed up already. I know it's at least like 16, 17. Last I checked yesterday. But it's on the SDA threads.
I know how I got so far in this thing. I suck.
Oh, USA Today. I don't know. A couple people were doing it. I don't know if it was 2011. I've definitely been into speedrunning for quite a while, but I was never very active in the community until more recent years.
Like if you were racing on SRL in 2011, that's pretty early on.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, if we're going to be technical about it, I've been a speedrunner since 2007, but I only speedran like one game for realsies. And yeah.
I didn't actually speedrun myself until episode 3 of SGL back in 2013.
I like the phrase speedrun myself.
Wait,
Just saying.
I'm trying to think
What that would involve.
what it could actually mean, and immediately my mind went into the gutter.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's a family show.
Please explain for people who don't get it.
That's how jokes work.
Uh-huh. But I like ruining them.
It's always fun having you on the show.
Oh, thanks.
I have the back of the slow finish if my strat doesn't work. Just waddle on in like a absolutely, you know, slow poke. Alright, from the top. Let's see if I'm smart. I'm not that
No, I didn't go to the flower. Ah, what the? Alright, new strategy. Not.
Wow, nice.
That's plausible, right?
Yeah, just line them up for the triple bounce over the pipe. There you go.
Can't platform help.
Guess we're getting down to it a little bit. Just a little less than 5 minutes left.
I know I am.
Oh,
Harrison,
God.
the whole thing. From the top.
And I'm not seeing a whole lot of consistency from these players.
Oh, that's not.
There's
Don't worry
plenty of
about that.
consistency, just not in the things you would expect to be consistent in.
I made that. I was gonna say I'm consistent not making that jump. Then I did make that jump.
Just say it every time.
I don't think that was me. Stupid Goomba.
Backup strats. Grab the flower if I screw up. If I screw up, we get screwed. If RNG decides to screw me, I have to catch that flower. It's important.
I bound select to L2 and I just did it immediately at the start. That's my plan.
See a flower.
I don't want to pick it up accidentally.
Is Final Fantasy XIV really a massive hit? I have no idea what the numbers are like on that.
I mean, it was a massive hit. I don't know how it is doing now, but I don't
What?
think...
Wasn't it? Wait, which is? No, 14.
Yeah, 14's the MMO one.
Yeah, that was like very not good.
Yeah, then they made
Well,
it...
yeah, it came out and everyone was like, this is bad. And they were like, okay, we'll do it entirely differently. And they said, okay.
Yeah,
And
they
they
made it
did
good.
that. And then it was, people liked it. I don't know how many people liked it.
A lot of people liked it when they brought it back. It was really good when it came back, and then they realized well, at least I realized that the end game is just so stale.
Oh, you mean
But
it's an MMO?
14 yeah.
I mean, like the ending is stale. because it's an MMO.
An NMO.
The story in
An
is
MMO.
actually
NMO
solid.
of the state.
The story in the game is actually pretty solid. It's just the end game content, the end game raid content is kind of
No, it's making them money.
making them money.
So I would call that a win.
Definitely make some money.
Because if you make an MMO, there's definitely no guarantee that you're going to be making money.
I need a better strategy here.
I feel like Andy has a way to... Yeah, that Goomba that you just bounced off of. If you get the jump and it just works, you can just jump on top of that block while he's popping, the bubble is popping.
Yeah.
But it seems random whether or not you even get enough height to get on top of the block in the first place. So it's right at the end of the goal. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Well, I don't have any better ideas.
Forgetting how to play my goal. Play my strat rather.
Normally when you get a goal about this long, players are pretty optimized, pretty comfortable with things going into the start of the match. But this is a really dense goal.
It's not the only thing
And
that's
I'm
dense.
mentally dense.
We both made a similar joke, except mine was more insulting.
I insulted myself.
Yeah.
Whereas Khananaphone
I left it.
Yeah.
vague.
And then people with low self-confidence assume
I
you're
was
just talking about them.
molasses, actually.
It is very dense. The viscosity, off the
There's-
charts.
Wait,
Actually, I don't know if it's actually dense. Viscosity is not density.
Mhm.
menuing is hard.
I'm not wrong.
Okay. Never forget, menuing is hard in speedruns and races.
Maybe they're just usually correlated. I don't know. I don't know fluid physics. I know basic
This
grade
is so
12
random.
physics.
Physics.
Whatever, that'll probably work.
It'll work. Might will not work. Platforming is hard.
I'm just gonna hope that Starless, or
But
getting the star will add that hint of consistency I need.
star strats. I'm not worried about the starless part of the goal. I'm worried about the
lie.
subpixels assaulting me in the second level.
Alright, speaking of
Jump.
getting assaulted by subpixels, it's that time.
That time.
That
I really don't
time.
know what the segue means.
It's the time where we chain you to the wall and throw subpixels at you.
Oh no, not the subpixels. Anything like that. Oh boy.
No, it's time to start the first match.
Boy.
What? The first match already? But I just started practicing, guys.
That's right,
I thought-
Fiesel is a sudden third competitor, was seeded rather late into the tournament, naturally. I told him it wasn't really fair, but
But
You
try
overruled
telling
me.
me anything.
yeah.
Just forget it.
But then he forgot to practice, so I don't think you guys have anything to worry about.
Oh, okay.
I told you I don't even know how to get the red candle in this.
Well, it's in level 7.
There's,
They're really 7
So-
levels.
there's still one more slot for mystery tournament Fiesel if you
What the
want
hell?
to keep mystery tournament.
My
Hmm.
one fireball created 2 coins.
I'll have to
And
think
then
about
you can
it.
also additional entrants will be alternates and replace no shows. I think a few people might not be able to make it, like Blecky and stuff, because of running tournaments and stuff. By running tournament, you're running the marathon.
I'll have to think about it. I'm a little overcommitted, so I'm not sure if I should, but maybe. I still might.
Yeah, all his stream viewers were booking milkshake appointments with him.
Yeah, my milkshake schedule is pretty full. Alright, but I'm switching over to match view now. And let's see. I think I got everything set up over here. You guys ready to start this match off?
Oh, sure.
Yep.
Ready?
Why not? Alright then. I'm going to give you guys the countdown.
The count.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Push the reset button.
Khan's getting in as much practice as he possibly can here. Right. The last second practice. Alright. Well, welcome everyone to SGL. This is part of the SGL tournament right here. This is our end of season playoff tournament. Right now you're looking at the semifinal match of the losers bracket. So Andy and Khananaphone have both been eliminated once. They've lost to at least one other person so far and been bumped down to the losers bracket. So from here, the person who loses today is done, and the person who wins today moves on to the finals of the losers bracket. Or wait, I guess the finals of the losers bracket, but then that person plays against the person who loses from the finals of the winners bracket. So they still have 2 more matches to go to get to the actual finals. But either way, they're very close to the end. These are some of the top. These are 2 of the top people who have been eliminated from the tournament. So far, the only person who managed not to be eliminated from the tournament was Jorf. Is that right?
Yes, he is the winner's finalist. He is waiting in grand finals.
Yep, he's the only uneliminated person so far. So basically everyone's been eliminated. And these guys are trying to fight their way back into the winner's circle here. But there's some tough competition at this stage of the tournament, so we'll wish them the best of luck. But what we do here on SGL is we take players who have no experience with a particular game, no speedrun experience with a particular game, and we give them a limited amount of time to practice a short goal of the game. In this case, they're practicing 2 levels of Super Mario World, Forest of Illusion 1 and Forest of Illusion 3. They had an hour to practice it. We just revealed this goal to them an hour ago, and now they have 30 minutes to make as many attempts as they can of the 2 stages of this game. And the player that has the best PB at the end of this 30-minute period is the winner of this match. And we'll do up to 3 matches today, and the person who wins this matchup is the one who wins at least 2 of those matches. So best 2 out of 3 situation. I'm your host, Fiesel, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mythical9.
Hi, how you doing, Fiesel?
I'm doing pretty well.
I'm doing even better.
Even better.
Take that.
It's a competition.
One-upping you.
We're even competing. Even the commentators are competing.
Everything's a competition.
It's all
here
competition
on SGL.
And
that's not true. We have fun here as well.
We have fun, and you can have competition and fun at the same time.
You can.
It's certainly possible. Do we have Arcano here today?
We don't. It's going to be me.
It's going to be you doing the timing. Okay, so our official timing referee tonight is Mythical9 as well. And what he's going to do is, as each of these players finishes their run, they're going to be uploading the input recording to us, because they're playing on emulator right now, and they're recording their inputs. So each of these runs is being recorded. But they will upload that run to us, and Mythical will play it back on emulator and figure out the exact timing down to the frame. And once he's figured out the official timing for each of the runs they submit, it'll go up in this box in the top middle of the screen, and that's how you can tell who's winning. As soon as we've got a few runs submitted here, we can even put up some comparison videos so you can see how these guys are doing relative to the run that they're trying to beat.
If they can finish a run.
If they can finish a run, it's going to be tricky. So this is Super Mario World. You've probably seen people doing this level with the cape, but you may have also seen it capeless. This is along the capeless warpless route. It is all along the warpless route, so it's not in any percent, but it is a pair of levels that you will see in warpless runs, or no Star World runs, I guess is the proper term for it. But Forest of Illusion is kind of a tricky area to find your way through. There's a lot of secret exits. Each of the levels in Super Mario World might have a secret exit. The ones with the red dots do, and the ghost houses do. And I believe both of these levels here do. Most of the levels in Forest of Illusion have a secret exit, and it's supposed to be a bit of a puzzle finding your way through this, because you'll end up opening up these exits that just take you to places that you've already visited. To actually take a secret exit to get out of here. But the requirements for today's goal are that the players take the normal goalpost exit at the end of the stage. So they can't go and grab the key.
The years of time that I have just lost at the end of this level. But I'm
Yep.
submitting it anyway.
Well, and yeah, that's right. He's bumping into everything here, but he finishes a run. 22 stars, very nice. But there we go. He's got a 125 in, and that's pretty quick. That's a good time for 2 levels in this.
I got random Goomba like every time I got near there.
And I've lost years of
Good
time
death.
at the end of that goal.
That's true. Error points out that even the Capeless will pick up a Yoshi so that it can do the Yoshi clip in Forest Evolution 2. So what you're seeing is different even than what the Capeless No Star World runs would have done here. In setting this goal up, what I did was I took a completed save file, a save file that had 95 exits open, so they didn't have to worry about having to do all the levels in between this, because Force Evolution 1 and 3 has at least another level in between them, which we didn't want to have to make them play, because Force Evolution 2 is kind of a silly level for SGL.
Silly, it's an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, it's a silly level. It's a swimming level, and it's one with a very important clip that you either get right or you reset. So you'll see them passing right by Forest Evolution 2, because that level is already finished. But fortunately, this game lets you replay levels that you've already beaten.
Very handy when you're trying to put together something for a show like this.
Yep.
You're gonna see the other game we have for today. We're gonna have at least one other match, depending on who wins, and it's gonna
Oh,
be Mega
baby.
Man X, and we're
I'm
gonna
okay
have
with this one.
Here we go. Andy's getting to the end of his run here.
Got it.
Alright,
So-
he's actually got a good run here.
Yeah,
Got the jump.
there it
I got
is.
the awesome jump.
It's like 120 flat from the
Oh,
menu
spoiler.
splits.
Got my awesome jump. So I'm okay with that.
Let's do the start of the goal over and over.
Just gotta be fighting for frames with myself.
All right. Andy's 119.8 is on the board, and I wasn't
What am I doing?
paying attention start to finish on that run, but it looked like he didn't really slow down.
I'm watching it back right now. I don't see him slowing down on the first one. As for the second
was-
stage, let's see.
Just race.
Gotta go practice something.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't slow down. I didn't notice anything.
So Andy's just going to be going for frames here, and he forces Khananaphone to basically follow suit here. He's not going to be able to beat him grabbing the star in Forest of Illusion 1, and there's a pretty tricky jump that Andy does at the end of Forest of Illusion 3. And so now I think Khananaphone's kind of forced to learn how to do these things during his 30 minutes, which is actually now more like 20 minutes, 21 minutes, I guess.
21 minutes, still not even a third of the way through our match here.
Yeah, but when you have to reroute things at this point, it always feels really, really bad. He was in this situation before versus Jorf, and he actually did manage to learn what he was missing and adapt it. Just didn't go his way, so he is a little familiar with this situation. We'll see if he can pull it together here. But it's going to be very tough from here on out.
know why.
Well, we've got our comparison videos up here. Both of these players are being compared against the 119.8 that Andy submitted. We're syncing them up with each of their runs as they reset. And for some reason, it looks like the background got turned off when I was rendering that
Where's the
video.
background?
It's pretty easy to accidentally
stuff.
turn off layers in SNES 9X just because of the way the hotkey bindings are. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
rebound all those.
Yep, I should have done that, but I didn't.
Sucker.
I have the number keys select slots like FCUX. Save and reload on INP. Don't have to mess around with anything.
Yep, I did that too, except I used a clean version of it for the one that renders through the script, so I should probably at least fix those hotkeys on that version. That's alright though. You can still see what's going on.
Can't execute anymore. I used up all my clutch in the first 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, you put it all in one run though, so that's what you want.
True.
I was watching you and I was like, if he puts it together, that's going to be really hard for Khananaphone to deal with. But that was a big if. There was a lot of really hard stuff you worked into your route, and I wasn't sure if you could even get one in the 30 minutes that, put it all together. But you did. You got there, and now Khananaphone is indeed in a tough situation here. But on the off chance Andy can save a couple frames, he is going to keep going and try to replicate that run.
No.
Thanks, Genji. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the reason I think this format is appealing is because it's a little bit different than a blind race, because the players actually get some time to come up with strats, which I think is a very important part of speedrunning. It's not really represented in blind racing. Blind racing is more about just adapting to what's happening really quickly, but once you finish an area, you never go back to it. And I like it better than like a speedrun race between two players who've been working on the game for a while, because often that comes down to who's got the most experience. So it's a little bit of a combination of the two, because both players are starting from the same level of knowledge, which is basically nothing, and they are given a chance to develop some strats. And I think routing is really one of the most important parts of speedrunning. Coming up with routes on the fly, or even just copying them from a run someone else has done, is an important skill.
How did you get me there?
That is what Andy learned during practice early on, and that's what prompted our discussion about subpixels and oscillating speed, because it looks like you just don't have a guaranteed chance to get past that Koopa.
Nope.
The dying Koopa is the devil, man.
It's very tricky. I like to have Yoshi here so you can eat those things. Hopefully with the fireballs there's going to be some alternative strat, but I'm thinking that at this point it's just going to be a matter
Again,
of
with the
resetting.
randomness, the fireballs may or may not be ahead of you too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Definitely noticing that. You can slow down a bit though if you really have to. That's how you win a race.
I think the goal is to start Season 2 before the end of the year, but the tournament's running a little longer than we'd hoped, so...
Yeah, so we may not be able to, but I was hoping to. I was hoping to get some episodes in before the end of the year. If not, then we'll start immediately after AGDQ. I'll get some people lined up, and we can even start them practicing before AGDQ ends, and then do our first show as soon as I get home.
Why did I hit that Yoshi again? That just wastes time.
Yeah, one of the good parts about our format is that basically anyone can join. You know, you don't have to have been running a game forever to jump in. So for speedrunners who are looking for something new, or if you're looking to get into speedrunning yourself, our show's a great way to do it.
That was weird. I can't ever get under that Yoshi, it seems. Or a Koopa Troopa.
Yeah, as Tristan said, our schedule is suspended, but we normally do Thursday nights and Saturday afternoons. That's usually the 2 days a week we do this.
Other way around? Or wait, maybe I'm the other way around.
You're the other way around, yeah.
Whatever,
I think...
I'm speedrunning here.
Yeah.
Also, it seems like a lot of times my jump button is getting stuck. Not on the controller, but in the emulator. Then when I reset, it's fine. Yeah, like,
That is
it'll
really
like,
weird.
it'll like, when I hit jump, it'll go with the max height.
I love getting hit by Hammer Bros every time.
That's really strange.
Hammer Bro is no longer cooperating with me. He is no longer my friend.
I'm trying to think of what would cause that.
I blame subpixels. Always blame subpixels.
At least it's still accepting input all the time. We had a Zelda race where one player's controller would sometimes just stop working, and you would just see them stop all of a sudden, and you'd be like, oh, there it is again, controller not working. And it happened one time where they were on a bridge that would collapse underneath them, and they would just stopped and died, and it was like, okay, well, that sucks.
Didn't he still win that race anyway?
He ended up soft-locking the game, and his opponent
God.
offered a rematch, and then in the rematch, his controller was messed up again, but he did end up winning that one anyway.
Yeah, it kept cutting out, but only at spots that were completely safe.
Yeah.
Hey, I made it through the first level finally. See if I remember how to play the second level.
Wow, nice going. All right, Andy's through. Let's see what kind of time. Of course, it's green donuts.
Yuck.
I love green donuts, man.
Delicious.
I mean, I guess if I had to choose between green and red, it's
Red
kind of all the
donuts?
same. But I
I've
prefer the
seen red
white one
donuts, though.
with the sprinkles. Maybe like a
Christmas donuts. I've seen red donuts for Christmas.
Sure. I was thinking more like a what is it when you have the cream cheese icing and the red cake? The
Red velvet?
red velvet, yeah, a red velvet donut.
Can
How
I
about
make
that?
the awesome jump?
The green velvet donut.
I didn't make the awesome jump. The dream is dead.
Green velvet. Why does red velvet sound good and green velvet
Green-
sounds disgusting?
It's weird
Oh,
because...
red velvet doesn't sound good to me.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to eat velvet.
It sounds sexy.
Red velvet. I think of like a Velvet Elvis painting.
Velvet. So velvet.
That's Red Elvis.
Red Elvis.
Nobody likes Red Elvis.
Green ketchup. It's like tomatillo ketchup? That sounds cool.
I
See,
don't like
green
green
shouldn't
ketchup.
sound disgusting to us because more of the stuff we eat is green than red. Green's like actually a color of a thing that grows and we eat. Whereas red is
Yeah,
just...
but that's vegetables, so
So,
I
ew.
don't like any of those.
Ew.
I'm all about
I spent
red
early.
meat and
I don't
tomato
remember-
sauce.
I split so early it hurts.
I see, and he's found a way to improve his split times by splitting early.
It's a good strategy. Haven't you heard? You'll always get gold splits if you split early.
Yeah, just keep doing it. You'll have to split earlier and earlier each time, so you do kind of get locked into that idea, but it does work.
All right, Khananaphone approaching the end of
No, I'm not.
Forest of Illusion 3.
No, I'm not. It's a fake.
It's fake. Nope, he's not.
Fake. It's fake. I mean, save states are allowed, right?
If you want to practice, yeah.
It'll just put the movie together.
Oh, no, not that.
You're level 1 to cooperate with me a whole lot now. Look at this zero split. Must be
I have to
perfect.
practice the second one since I went on the first one first.
Now I got red donuts.
Now red donuts. It's Christmas donuts. Green and red. I notice everyone's going right instead of left in the overworld. I presume that's faster. I just...
Well, it automatically moves you to the right.
Oh, it does? Oh, that's right, okay.
Was it?
Or
I don't remember.
does it? I don't know. Maybe
I
not.
don't think it does.
I'm not actually sure. I don't often replay levels in this game, but...
I guess I've just been automatically pulling it. I thought it did, though.
No, it might. It actually might.
I might be cheating,
I wondered about it when I was making the goal if people would try both ways just to make sure.
Rainwave's serving up some thumping jam. The never-ending quest for the Princess 2, the Haunted Mansion.
Did you play the Super Mario World music, by the way? Isn't there
I'm
kinda
not,
tradition?
actually. We're still on Rainwave.
No, we couldn't find it. Such an obscure
Yeah,
game.
it's pretty obscure. I couldn't find any soundtrack for this.
Wow.
I'm not sure if this has music, really.
Oscillating subpixels.
Yeah, there's a lot that's working against you here.
No matter how consistent you play, if subpixels are out to get you. Also hammerburst.
Kind of
I'm
a
just gonna try a shell jump at whenever I screw up that jump, even though I've never gotten it. And the
Respect
fire
it.
always just kills it.
I always respect shell jumps.
Seems like in theory it could work.
There are certain Galoombas, as you put it, that they can walk through
Yep. Right after
when the
bubble.
bubbles pop. Yeah.
Yep. After the bubble pops, you get a bit of a window where you can walk through them. I was going to point that out in case people thought that they were hacking the game or something, but
Yeah. Like when they jump over the piranha flowers in Mario 1.
Axe.
And they're like, you totally got hit there, you're cheating.
I'm doing weird things, but I'm not dead. But I don't think I'm gaining any time on my splits as a result. I made the cool jump. So I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I did not. But it was cool.
It was cool.
Alright, back to real.
So Khananaphone's sort of theory task there, I guess, was 124, 123, 124.
No, I don't think that was a theory task.
No, the first stage wasn't.
No, it was
Ideal.
just an arbitrary
Okay.
time. Or I don't know, it's whatever save state I had before, so. Probably wasn't very good. I'm wasting so much time at the start. Or like redoing it. I think I'm trying to be overly complicated about it.
I mean, sometimes complicated is good if you can execute on it.
Man, this varying run speed is actually like extremely. It's the worst, actually. I had no idea this game would be so annoying.
yeah, it is. I don't know why so many people run this, but
You
yeah,
need it.
this variable run speed. It's so silly.
Khananaphone's got supporters in chat. He thinks he can pull this out.
Well, they're a bit loopy.
Loopy.
Oh hi! Oh hi, mom. All right, we'll just spin jump, even though I'm pretty sure I didn't hit any button to spin jump.
And if Bedbricks cheered me on, I'd be happy about it. That's late, but
Now you have red donuts and a breadstick.
Delicious bread.
Red breadstick. Nice.
Edric and I had the misfortune, as well as Khananaphone was there as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, Lucky cheering me on. But no, of playing Dragon Buster 2, which is a really, really fun game. Wink, wink.
No, it's not.
It was not fun at all. It was fun until the last level when it became.
No, it wasn't.
I enjoyed it for a little bit, but it was kind of bad.
Well,
Yeah, Khananaphone dislikes it more, and that's why he went on to continue speedrunning it.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why he did that. He agrees with me. But no, if Lucky cheering me on, that gives
Yeah,
me
let the
like
game win.
all the superpowers of the world. It's basically like.
We got synchronized resets, and immediately Khananaphone falls in.
Ruin the sync. Oh wow, you know how Skype wasn't responding for me before? Well, suddenly, like 50 messages just came through all at once.
Sure, I'll bet.
Nice. We're only 2 hours into the show. Why not?
2 hours into the show. When did it come 9 o'clock already?
doing
2 hours into the show and 26 minutes into this match.
That's right, less than 4 minutes left on the clock here.
I can't. Mario World's too hard. I can't finish a run.
Well, if Andy didn't put so much pressure on you to come up with a really, really, really
Oh yeah, like
good
I
run.
could just finish a cruddy one, but why? Why would I do that?
How convenient. I have at Discord. Just as little setup for me as Skype.
Discord? Why not that cord?
Hammer Bros!
How am I missing that?
And there he goes, he gets that hammer hit.
Go under. Under. I am regressing. Must focus somehow.
He's gotta find strength and speed that he never knew he possessed.
It's literally it.
Really don't get that one. That jump is tricky. That's me saying the letter S a lot.
Skype does mess up audio volume.
Well, that's a thing, an option that you can turn off in Windows.
Yeah.
It's not really Skype's fault, that's Windows' fault.
Classic Windows ruining everything.
I was watching back my run on Best of Ness, and at some point we're like, all right, we're going to switch over to a thing. And I'm like, okay, and then all of a sudden the game audio just blasts through the roof. And it stays that way for like 2 minutes while we try to figure it out. Oh, it was really rough. And of course, it's all in the highlight. Thanks, Bad Breaks.
Why wouldn't it be a highlight?
I'm crazy.
There were a lot of highlights to get through, though.
Well, we're down to just about a minute left here, and this has been a fairly one-sided match. Andy got the run that he wanted pretty early on, and since then both players, because they're set to such a high standard right now, have just been resetting over everything. So this is gonna be a rough last 45 seconds here.
I can't even focus on what I'm doing. Or, I don't know. I mean, doing like the wrong thing over and over. There's no consistency. How did I screw that up?
It's all in your head now.
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds to clear it out.
Alright, here we go. It's only 28 seconds.
Alright, well, now is your last chance to reset, guys. Last call for resets.
Oh, I'm not resetting. Have everybody to hit me.
Okay, then. No more resets past right now.
Yeah, slow down.
So unless something crazy happens,
No, got nothing.
I think Small Mario getting past the Hammer Brother. Yeah, not gonna happen.
Andy's also got tripped up a little bit, so I don't think he's gonna improve his PB. But
Let's see how he finishes this one out, though.
Oh, hey Goomba, what's up? Thanks for slowing me down, bro. I like you. Oh, I didn't get the jump either. Dream
Yes.
is dead.
the jump. Well, you did get on the block. That's
I
really
did get
good.
on the block, and it's something I have not usually done when I got hit.
And he finishes it out. It's gonna be a high 120. Oh no, it's probably a 124-ish, but that's it. Looks like we've got the conclusion of this match right here. It looks like Andy's gonna be the winner with 119.8, and Khan unable to put a run on the board that is close enough to that to be worth not resetting over. I mean, I'm sure you could have put a run on the board, but it's more important to spend your time trying to beat the only other player you're up against here. So these two-player matches, I think, are probably a lot more likely to get DNFs than a four-player one. But that's it for the first round here. We've got 2 more rounds of this. Well, up to 2 more rounds of this. But so far, we've got Andy with 1 win and Khan with 0. It's best 2 out of 3. I'm going to give these players just a moment before we hand out the next mystery goal. And the players will have an hour to practice that, and then we'll do another match of that game.
Are
It's
we
a
not
big
going to go
mystery.
right back to Mega Man X? Or are we going to go to a third game?
Oh, are we? What are we going to do? No, we're going to do the one we've already,
All
we
right.
already put out there. Oh wow, a 31-47 in Blaster Master just happened. That's awesome. Gotta stay ahead of ILM, I guess.
There's a lot going on at Blaster Master since the 4-way race got accepted for GDQ.
Now everybody's playing it.
It'd be cool if there was some sort of tournament.
Wow, it's funny that you mentioned that because there is some sort of tournament that's going to happen in Blaster Master.
What?
Crazy, huh? It's going to happen sometime after HDQ. Date has not been finalized yet because there's a bunch of other things going on at the time, and we got to make sure it doesn't conflict with that. But yep, now's a good time to start learning Blaster Master because we're going to have some stiff competition here with everybody picking the game up. But also a good climate for people who are learning the game to learn in because there's going to be a lot of other new players to the game. Alright, Andy, you back? Nope.
Oh, here goes everything. Oh, never mind.
Background's gone. There it is. Transparency effects. Interesting.
Yeah, that was the thing that was turned off when I was rendering the comparison video, the transparency effect.
Yeah, you turn that off, and then you set a black chroma key, and
Ooh.
have whatever you want as a background.
Yeah. Black chroma key, that would work well.
Sure, nothing else uses black.
Alright. The game against the webcam. Oh, I mean, I've seen some people do that. They chroma key their webcam over their game, right? So their face is like floating over the game itself. Yeah, there's a lot of Let's Players that do that too. What is this?
Well,
There you go.
instantly, it becomes a ROM hack looking thing.
Hmm.
This looks like a game that the Fresh Prince would wear.
Alright, I'm back.
He's back. Nice.
Had to get myself a soda and go to the bathroom and all sorts of stuff.
Exciting.
So we have our goal.
You can tell us all about it after you practice Mega Man X, which is our next mystery game.
Oh my god, is it actually
It's a
working?
surprise. I hope it's actually working.
It worked for me.
Good.
So,
Myth went back and remade the save state.
yeah. Did you know that there is a Mega Man X password generator?
Yes. I mean, I can imagine that such a thing exists. I'm not really surprised at all.
Yeah, pretty much all the Mega Man games have password generators, as
All
I've
right,
learned since I
fine.
started
That's
making-
great. Glad everyone already knew.
I mean,
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty sure there have been password generators for like every Mega Man game. It's not just a.
Every Mega Man game that I've made an SGL goal for, I just used the password generator on.
I thought about giving you guys more hearts. Maybe give you
Hearts
the
are
armor
overrated.
upgrade, but nope.
I don't care.
Now I'm glad
Why are you glad, huh?
because you're taking the wind out from my sails here.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to.
I only got so much lightning.
I would try to.
I'm stealing all of it. Thunder, actually. That's the
How do
one.
I play this game? It sure looks like it's going normal speed. I
Alright.
can tell because I'm shooting lemons at normal speed. Shooting the lemons. Alright, now I'm gonna actually study the run.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
time
agree
looks
with this
right.
lemon.
So the run is a little different because
You don't
you've
start.
already beaten Chill Penguin in this goal. You're just kind of coming back here and going through his stage so that you don't have to fight him because he's really random. But it does mean you have some different power-ups that they don't have in the run. You have access to Chill Penguin's weapon as well as Boomer Kuwanger's, I believe.
Sure.
And you got some extra hearts. And you start with the dash boots. Normally you have to pick those up in this stage.
This is gonna be pretty. This is gonna be really
Oh.
difficult, actually.
Blackie was hoping for dashless. That would be something different if we wanted to make this different from normal speedruns, right?
It certainly would be different.
Be different, that's what we go for.
Well, I think this is already going to be a bit much for a mystery goal. This is definitely on the higher end, the more complicated end. So, giving them something that they couldn't really use a video resource for would probably suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
What about
You just
Shuri?
dash and jump over everything.
Oh, okay. What a good idea.
Well,
Let's say I
any
think it's
percent
coming-
doesn't help. Oh, never mind. Any percent doesn't include. Or no.
It should
Okay.
help for the second stage, for Stinky Man.
Oh, you know what's really hard to do? Charge and shoot man.
Also,
I typed in numbers.
Charge and shoot.
Let's turn off that background input.
you don't need that.
Alright. Let me configure my emulator. That's a legal thing, right? I'm allowed to configure my emulator buttons.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can remap buttons using emulator, that's fine. As long
If
as
you
you
look
do a
at-
one-to-one mapping.
Yeah, the tip section actually straight up reminds you that because I know lots of Mega Man runners like to use different schemes for their controls in this game, and I couldn't give players a way to set that themselves with the save state. So it's just one way, and if you wanted a different way, you can configure your controller.
This is gonna be awkward, but we'll give it a shot. We'll wing it. There's something I've never really been comfortable with, and that's dash with shoulder buttons. But I think I might do that. No, I can't do that. This is really freaking weird. This is weird.
I liked having the dash on the shoulder button, but then switching weapons wherever
Yeah.
it goes is gonna feel bad.
I just need to think.
Oh,
Let's
that doesn't
try
help.
this.
He uses crazy weapons.
This is gonna be weird too, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
dash on start.
Oh my god, this is just bad.
Yeah, the start button on the Super Nintendo controller is not known for being very usable. I have one Super Nintendo controller with really good start and select buttons, but the rest of them I have are all terrible.
I can't do this. This game is impossible. I'll never get a good run like this. Secret is to force me to play it with such a... How did I play this game before? I mean, I guess PlayStation controllers are really not used for it, but...
So, Myth, do you want to explain the reasoning behind not having to fight the Chill Penguin boss?
This Chill Penguin sucks.
Good
Like it.
reasoning.
He can basically choose to slide around on his belly. And if he does that, he's totally invincible. And nothing stops him from just doing it over and over and over and over, and it would determine the winner, pretty much. So, no thanks. But I did like his stage, so I wanted to include it in a goal.
How do people play the PlayStation Mega Man? This controller does not feel comfortable with PlayStation Mega Man. The button just feels
How
too
do you
far.
figure?
The buttons feel too far apart. Because I feel like I was fine playing Super NES controller for this, but
A reminder that you can wall jump in this game. Everyone seems to have figured that out.
oh boy, this is gonna be ugly.
This isn't X6. I can't play this.
After you go past the capsule, the video should help you. Oh, I guess the capsule's completely gone, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But when you get to the top of the wall jump section and you get back into icy platforms and you start seeing these ostriches, you could probably start to use the resource video, the 80% run. Will probably start to help a little more.
Yeah, Dragoon, to answer your question, these levels are done with the level already beaten, and this is just being revisited. So, I don't know exactly what happens when you go into the boss's chamber.
You just warp out.
Yeah.
It just immediately warps out when you go in there.
Yep. Yep.
I had to find that out when I was making the goal. I was like, does this work? This could be really cool if it works. And sure enough, it works pretty well.
I'm winging it, man.
Also, yeah, you've got these other weapons that the guy in the speedrun doesn't. Might make it easier. Throw some boomerangs or some ice shots.
TurboGrafx.
They seem fairly not like the best weapons.
They're not.
I mean, they're okay, I guess. This is gonna be rare. Really fun for me. I thought it was gonna be great, and I put it as my number one. It's gonna be ugly. Oh boy. This is gonna be a fun hour and a half.
That looks like it's a green level.
Sting Chameleon includes the boss, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Sting Chameleon is not a hard boss fight, so.
Yeah. When you've got the boomer kuwanger thing, then usually you just kind of hit him over and over and get him stuck in a loop.
Yep. Tiki, I am not. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's right, Tiki's going to be running this at GDQ. I think he's racing this. The Mega Man and Mega Man X games tend to become races.
Alright, well that's impossible game, but okay, we did it. We did it, I mean I survived.
Impossible, and you already did it with, what, first 8 minutes?
I wouldn't call it acceptable. Like, I don't actually have a strategy here, I'm just literally winging it at this point.
It's like Well, that could be good. Oh, they're actually easily visible. Dash is sort of annoying.
Yeah, I was very uncomfortable using dash, jump, and shoot, especially because there's some cases you want to be charging shoot, so you're literally holding dash, jump, and shoot all at the same time.
Yeah, that's. I feel like I'd be fine with doing this if it was an actual Super NES controller, but because I'm using a PS3 controller, it feels like absolutely hand destroying.
I'm used to playing the more modern X ones where you just hold dash and jump and then it'll do dash jumps.
That is also very true. I kind of forgot that was a thing too. We're getting a dash jump on that. Hello?
Luckily, you don't actually need to shoot much in Sting Chameleon stage. I think you can kind of really focus on dashing and jumping and be okay.
Dash jump, weird.
So unlike Super Mario World, this is not going to be one of those goals where you can start to approach the speed run within an hour. There's just kind of too much to the controls to get really used to and comfortable with in an hour. On top of all the execution. Are they random? I was under the impression that if you were going the same speed, they'll be in the same spot.
Yeah, maybe. The speedrun gets hit by a couple, so that sort of gave me an indication that it was random, but maybe...
It's just faster to get hit than avoid.
Yeah. Or maybe even, like, didn't go the right speed or something.
I can't dash from that.
I know that doesn't seem very good.
And I'm dead. Help me.
You know, the Chill Penguin stage seems like it's going to be the more of the issue.
Well, fortunately, it comes first.
Yay.
Yay.
I also agree with the sentiment. The yay sentiment.
Right.
Okay.
Oh hey, I did the cool thing. My hand's gonna be so sore after this.
Well, if Khananaphone wins, you're going to still have to do a third match here.
Well, it's not gonna be Mega Man X though, so I mean...
That's true.
It's Mega Man X2, actually.
I wasn't on the list. I would've put it as my number 2 if it was. And I would've regretted it immediately.
We wouldn't be playing X2, don't worry about it.
So, let's take a look at Stink a Million stage.
Stink a Million? Oh.
That's what all the kids called him in grade school.
That's why he's so bitter. Grew up to be a bitter robot master. A bitter maverick.
Right, shooting.
Well, now that my hand's getting more comfortable to the kind of stance I need to take while playing this game.
Now
Gonna
that
get
your
wrecked by
nerves have gone numb in your hand.
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much the big part of it. I'm gonna hit by everybody until I die.
What are you using for dash?
I'm just using defaults. I can't. My brain can't wrap my mind around anything else.
Alrighty.
I think I would be okay with R to dash, but I would be very bad at weapon switching. Luckily, it doesn't seem too intensive in these goals. It can certainly get pretty crazy later on, especially when you've got that thing that gives you invincibility when you use it. There's lots of switching to that and then switching off of it to something else.
Is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle music being played? Oh my goodness, what's wrong with you, man? Alright, well, I don't think I really need a stage to practice Sting Chameleon because I actually know exactly how to do that fight, but I'll do it anyway.
Dash, dash, jump, shoot.
Alright, so Sting Chameleon feels familiar enough.
Dash, damn you.
Damn you, Scuba Steve! Alright, so how do you not get wrecked in this section is a good question.
Oh, the falling blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, the speedrun, it's forced to get held up a little bit by some of these things.
Great.
You have a bit more health than it does, so maybe that will influence what you do there.
This is a problem, and I'm dead. This is gonna be a tough goal. I am immediately in regret of my choices.
Well, Khananaphone regretted Mario World, so
Okay.
now you're even.
I would have been much happier with Mega Man 7. I
Oh
don't know
no.
why.
No.
Sliding instead of dashing.
I would much rather be sliding instead of dashing.
It'd being 3 times as big.
Yeah, that too. I'm just gonna lag the game by using the mech instead of actually doing smart things.
I always felt like this fight was more
Well,
less jumpy. He jumps higher than I thought he's supposed to. Alright, whatever. Now this part.
okay. Well, there are things I'm okay with. There are many things I am not okay with.
Still lots of time to get okay with more things.
I'm not okay with health drops. Get out of here.
Still lots of time, actually. 43 minutes, just about.
Just add another stage.
Good
Might as
idea.
well. What's the worst one? Storm Eagle?
mean- We're pretty late in the tournament. Give us some real challenge.
Let's do Gimmick again. I'll do Gimmick again.
Completely
Yes.
different emulator.
You saying you want Donald Land?
Game you've
Sure,
played and I have.
I'll give Donald Land another college try. Donald Land was fun. It was impossible.
Okay. Dash, Dash,
Yeah, for anybody who wasn't around for our Donald Land episode, we discovered that Donald Land, you may look at a speed run of it and say, oh, that looks easy, I could do that. But it is darn near impossible to replicate the speedrun strats. And we had players who had a week to work on it and still could barely get through the goal and not using anything close to the kind of strats that you see in a world record run.
Well,
Yeah, but then again,
Hey.
Andy had the same one as a mystery goal,
mystery goal.
and he fucked it up real good. He was doing the screen scrolling and going the whole 9 yards, and he
And
kind of
I've gone to another dimension.
Yes.
And it was
he ended up losing. Jorf went a little more consistent and beat him out, but I was shocked at how close Andy got to the speed run in just an hour.
Yeah, well, there's no way. I have no idea. I have no idea what the hell is going on when I'm doing those extra dimensional screen scrolling 3 times over. What the hell is going on? Yeah, it got ugly.
I'd really
But,
like to have that as a main game goal again.
I would enjoy it as a main game. Well, I'd give it a week to learn instead of however long it was, an hour. I sure liked unloading the ground underneath me, though.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. I mean, that's one of those things where speedrunning being a double-edged sword, the glitches we like the glitches because they let us go faster, and at the same time it causes some really stupid things that like the ground despawning underneath you. Just gotta take the bad with the good.
The void is hilarious, though.
It's so good. It's definitely
just-
like the best part about the game.
Objects on the left side exist as you see them, and objects on the right side exist as you see them, but the void hides what you're about to see, and you eventually have to cross over the void. You have to like time when you're gonna do it based off of your rough memory of what the level looks like.
Oh, look, health is coming to me. I died.
Really, really silly. But right now we got Mega Man X. Mega Man X has got a long speedrun history.
That's right, it's probably one of the most speedran Super Nintendo games. I mean, obviously Super Mario World, Link to the Past, but...
They're probably games like overall even.
Or, yeah, and even overall. But yeah, I think this Mega Man X is probably up there with those other two examples.
I want to say like Super Metroid probably also has quite
Yeah,
the
That's
up
true.
there history.
We'll put those as like the top 4 most commonly speedrun games for Super Nintendo.
I do not want to get into that robot. Doesn't matter how close I am to death. I will die as I lived. Robots.
But you kind of are a robot, though.
You kind of really are a robot. So is also X is a robot too.
He most certainly is.
Now, are they robots
Get
or
it? I'm
cyborgs?
glad.
Oh,
No, they're robots.
I'm
There's
gonna
no human part.
there's no organic parts to them.
No.
However, he was given the technology to be able to think and make his own decisions.
Even though it really felt like Mega Man also had that ability,
He kind of did.
but they said he didn't. Okay.
Can't wave it. Yeah. Alright, I'm actually consulting the tape this time. What the heck does speedrun do? That I don't know what I'm doing.
He dashes and jumps.
That's it.
Sometimes he shoots.
We
Sometimes
tried dashing.
I have tried dashing. I have tried shooting. My lemons are not powerful enough. Oh. Would you look at that? That is something I probably can do. I'm taking this time to nurse my hand.
Yeah, maybe if you guys were to do this shirtless, you'd have better luck. I'm told that helps
Oh,
you.
that's the problem. Now now that makes a lot of sense.
Alright, shirt's coming off.
But it's cold.
Not cold.
We don't want to get banned by Twitch though.
Yeah,
Can't even talk about not having a shirt on.
But I'm not on a webcam, as far as I know.
Well, maybe the less said about
No.
that, the better.
Yeah, whatever. Picking up this thing is like.
It's not cheap
Yeah,
to
no, the-
install those little cameras.
Why do I keep being stupid and getting the cool things? They're cool, but I don't want to get into them.
That mech suit is pretty cool.
So cool that I'm gonna get into every single one of them for a half second.
There it is again.
Well. Whatever.
That moves at the same speed as you do, except for the dashing, right? The mech suit?
I think the dash is maybe
I think
this
it's all the
fast.
same.
It's just the time you spend to get in and out. Well, out, I think you just kind of pop out, but getting in has an animation.
Yeah.
Wait, so dashing with the mech suit is just as fast
I think so.
as dashing normally? Oh, okay.
It lasts longer per dash.
Huh. But I see the time getting in and out of it, though.
I mean,
is
it might be
wasted.
it might be slightly faster, but it's apparently not fast enough.
Hmm.
Oh, this part sucks.
Doesn't it though? Alright. I'm getting a
No.
little bit of it.
What?
Yo, Nightbot's actually telling us what music's on? What a nice
Yeah, these
bot.
just
I had to reboot Nightbot. It couldn't be in the channel for 15 minutes without falling asleep.
What a sleepy robot.
I know, it's a lazy bot.
Scream's not that boring.
I think it's just ate
Well-
too much Thanksgiving leftovers.
Look, I know I'm bad at Mega Man X, but come on, Nightbot. Work with me here.
So the suit is skipped normally in a speedrun.
Yeah, they grab it in the Chill Penguin stage to do the skip. They use it like a Yoshi, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Jump out of it for the extra height.
Oh, these Super Mario World parallels.
Yep.
That's what the problem is. I need to look at it like a Super Mario World.
Yep, you
Yeah.
guys know how P-Speed works in this, right?
Yeah, but it oscillates though, so
Right.
Not again.
yeah, if you get it locked into the highest speed, you actually don't have to stop for those blocks in the falling section there.
Wow, the misinformation.
Well, bad speedrun then.
That's another
Yeah.
thing we could do for April Fools. Is just give completely wrong tips in the tip section.
Well, no one reads those anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Some people don't read the tip section at all, so that wouldn't. They
Just
would be
have
an
one hit
advantage.
tip that's like, say this password and you win. It's, the rest of the speedrun's meaningless.
Need to jump there.
Dash, you fool, dash.
Hold down B to turn into a dragon.
Ah, dragon strats. But that sounds boring.
But you have to get there fast enough.
The guy
If you
hit
do
me.
it and it doesn't happen, it means you need to go faster next time.
I thought we were talking about Ninja Blade.
You
Guy
wish.
hit-
That is definitely a mechanic. Ninja Blade.
Well, karaoke, whether or not you do or not isn't the problem. It's not. You're not the only one who didn't read the tips. Khananaphone didn't even know where to split in Mario World.
Wow. Where do we split in this? I'm not spending the time to read that.
The Chill Penguin teleport and the boss door and when he explodes.
Alright. That's...
Oh hey, I can actually play down. This stage is more doable.
I agree.
Just kidding, it's not.
Yeah, once those wheels show up, everything goes off the rails.
Nice pun. On rails. Really.
Wheels follow rails.
This game's on rails, I knew it.
Terrible speed game.
It's a rail platformer.
I like games that are on rails.
Jump to a robot suit again. Whatever, I'm running through everything. Punch everything. Bow blow.
I don't...
Violence.
How do you super dash jump off a wall?
You push A and then you jump. Or whatever your dash button is.
But it's not necessarily that.
Sometimes you get it, huh?
Because I can hit the jump and then dash, and it'll still dash jump. I think they just have to be like approximately near the same time.
Yeah, approximately is a very good word for it.
Well, I have been reading the dictionary more. Let's try the
What a
boomerang.
boring guy. Reading the dictionary. Yeah, some of these other weapons will probably
Huh.
help you out here.
They would if they weren't slower than me. Oh, sweet weapon ammo.
Oh god, robot.
Let's just never do that again. Oh, he doesn't even turn when he dash jumps. Learn to dash jump X.
I think we're gonna see plenty of resets in this back and forth section with the wheels.
Yeah.
If we can figure out a good way to do it. Alright. Wait, maybe ice causes them to instantly die or something.
From how do I even play this game again? Alright. I
What does?
dash, I jump. Perfect. Great.
Not the shards though, the shards just make them... Well... Yeah. Yeah.
One of them did just kind of fall over, though. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah. Yeah, that is actually... the weapon energy sort of makes it a bit dicey. Also, the falling over.
There's spinning wheels are impossible.
Are you just following me?
No.
Everywhere I go, you go. Or am I following you?
No. I'm just bad at this game. Would much rather have a more traditional Mega Man. I have decided.
Hey, this is traditional. Live in the now. And by the now, I mean like 23 years ago.
Yeah, whatever.
Using ice is just irresponsible here.
You know, a lot of things in here is fun.
Pollution.
Looting is not the way.
Well, looting can be okay. Probably not.
Look at all this health I just got and wasted years of time. And all the lag I just caused by shooting that indoors. I'll just do this. How do I? How do we make this jump? Oh, that's out. The sound of me struggling.
This is Icy Penguigo. Not Phil Penguin.
That's right, I replaced the PAL version of the ROM with something else.
I don't think I'm winning this goal. That's all I think. That's how I feel right now.
Okay, you can jump over stuff. In general, I mean.
It's tough to have a beat 'em up as a speedrun goal for the show, because I feel like enemies are often pretty random.
I think that it's doable. It's a very different kind of speedrunning technique than the
definitely vote
platformers
for it.
and adventure games that we do.
It depends on the game, honestly.
Are you implying that not every game's a platformer?
Every game that I've
Yeah,
ever
those
seen is a
adventure games
platformer.
you do.
Yeah, well, we do some like adventure-y type games or Zelda-ish things too. That happens sometimes, but yeah, for the most part, we don't really deal with beat 'em ups. TMNT4 was the only one I could think of. I think we've offered Renegade as a choice for a week-long game that hasn't been picked.
The goals would just be two halves of the game.
It would be, yes.
Renegade. The game looks ridiculous.
It's
amazing.
not bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it looks ridiculous.
There's some really silly stuff in it. Absolutely.
Look, you ain't tough enough for me. Continuing is hard.
How do you jump over this one?
You panic.
How does he do that?
So how much are you guys copying from the video, and how much do you have to make up?
I'm not copying very much at all, honestly, because there's honestly too much to copy. Like,
Yeah, a lot of it is
like, I borrow like some strats, like for the cave. I basically borrow what they do, and that's about it. My hands don't work well enough to make me want to destroy my hands. To like try to emulate what they do with their hands.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering, because for a lot of games, you really can copy the world record strats, or the world record tier strats. It's just a matter of, limiting how much of the game you have to learn. But yeah, I would imagine that this game you can hit a point where even in an hour, you can't copy a single stage. Exactly.
Luckily with Sting Chameleon, there's just a cut on a lot of like dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump. And so you can improvise a little bit and not have to follow exactly where they dash and where they jump.
Oh, I messed that up.
This fight looks so cool when it's done perfectly.
Jeez. The end of this. How does he do all that nonsense?
I don't know.
It's just this funny little dance. Funny little dance with a chameleon.
The dance
did it.
phrase that's
I got that
sweeping the
jump.
nation. Do the chameleon. You jump to the left wall, and you jump to the right wall.
That would certainly be a good exercise.
Then everyone else could feel how I feel when they see some kind of exercise video and they're like, all right, do this thing. And I'm like, wait, I can't do that thing. What do you mean? And then like they just go. So
Yeah.
climb on this wall. Everyone else would be like, what? I'm like, that's how it feels.
So the stage has different physics than the other levels, right?
Does it?
No, I don't think so.
Doesn't it? Isn't it subtly different?
Nah.
Oh, it might be. It might be subtly different.
Just
'cause
in a
I
way you're
wouldn't
not even
notice something
noticing.
that was
Oh,
subtle.
okay, all right.
As that is how subtle things work. Oh, you can just...
It's gonna be ugly. That's all I gotta say.
Ah, you maintain your momentum. Ah. Ah, you waste your shot. The end of that is hard.
So
Yeah.
TMNT doing the dam level. That's actually not as hard. Once you've practiced it, that's actually not one of the harder parts of the game. It's very
Well,
tricky the first time you go through, but if we were to give
yeah.
these guys an hour, even just an hour to work on it,
It'd be no problem.
yeah, I think we would see almost identical times across the board.
Like, why did you guys have TNT as a goal then, huh?
The problem
I
is,
I did TMNT as a full goal, but didn't have that part.
No,
Said
yeah, we cut that out.
TNC, though.
yeah, it stops right before there. But if you had a save state where you didn't have a lot of health, didn't have a lot of extra turtles,
Yeah.
that would change it up.
Yeah, if you've made it so you couldn't take any hits or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, you have to go through that part without taking damage.
Okay, though that's not too bad once you get used to it. You have a little bit of time to work on it. You figure out where the hitboxes are. But yeah, that would be a little trickier.
Where are they exactly? The hitboxes.
Yeah, you can revisit levels in Mega Man X, so that's why Chill Penguin's already dead. It's because there's hidden power-ups all throughout. Some of them you're meant to backtrack to get because you need some other power-up from another stage.
Oh, this part blows.
If I was a true God gamer, I feel like sub 250 would be very, very reasonable, but I am far from that in this game.
301, I think a lot of people would say is not far from 250.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell. I'm
It's
doing.
11 seconds away. 11.
11 is a lot.
It is. It's like a baker's dozen, except not a baker's dozen, some other type of dozen.
Painter's dozen.
Sure.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Can you revisit any of the levels in any of the classic Mega Mans?
Yeah,
I know
think it's before you can start doing it.
in
Either
4
that or
One.
5. It's
You
either
do it in
4 or
one.
5.
you can do it in 1.
Yeah.
You can do it in 1, you're right. That's actually true.
This is the magnet beam.
The magnet beam, that's right. It's just 2 and 3 that you can't do it.
'Cause they have no reasons to.
Yeah. Does 4 have reasons too?
Yeah. Wire and balloon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The balloon.
Are you dissing the balloon?
No, I'm saying, oh yeah.
It's so good.
I agree.
It's not just item 1.
It's item
Okay.
1, but it's a balloon. How
And it
cool
could
is
kill
that?
you.
And it can kill you.
Shoot these snowballs.
Well, we're most of the way through the practice session here. Only 17 and a half minutes left on the clock, so still plenty of time for these guys to learn, but we should
Dang
be...
I said dang it.
Dang it, yeah, well, tough. Too
He does-
bad.
Alright, in the video they do this section so nicely.
Yeah, they sure do. That's why I'm not trying to emulate the video, because there's honestly too much to execute.
Or is there? It's too hard to click back to the point in the video where you want to go, because it's you have to wait like 5 seconds each time.
Twitch VOD.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, not much.
We try to
do.
use a YouTube VOD when we can.
We try to, but not everything gets exported.
Which VODs?
Oh my god. I can't do that. I can do that. Let's go.
Can you do that though? I'm not certain that I can do it.
Well, if you can't, certainly I can't either. La-di-da. I know that's not what you meant, but I'm always a jerk. Mythical can attest to that.
Sure, yeah. I'll go ahead and throw you under the bus if that's what you want me to do.
Cool. Enemies are stupid.
There, I did it just like the video, except I got hit like 6 times.
Just perfect. Oh man.
Because it probably doesn't save enough time to bother.
How do you play this game? That is what I'm trying to learn. Tell me your secrets.
Have you tried shooting?
I have tried many things.
But did you try shooting?
Yes.
And I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay.
What about falling into the pit? Forget it, I'm just gonna mash.
That worked out pretty good.
Ah,
Jeez, man. How? That is a ridiculous level of awesome that I cannot replicate.
you gotta get between those.
Ow. Nice boomerang.
14 minutes left of practice. I anticipate seeing about another 12 of the end of Chill Penguin stage.
You're
Probably.
not wrong.
You're not very wrong at all.
But maybe everyone decides what they got is good enough and they want to iron out some of the other parts.
That does sound sensible.
The back and forth wall jump section, definitely
Thankfully, I'm not sensible.
worthy of your time.
Now, what am I doing there? It's just...
Sure, why not?
That snowball doesn't die.
Snowballs are impossible.
Seem to always get that drop from the save state. I'm curious. Alright, let's go back here.
Yeah, sometimes we have games that aren't supposed to have manipulatable drops that end up having manipulatable drops because of the save state. It's one of those fun little bonuses in playing off emulator.
I remember Castlevania 3. You had a save state that just happened to have a ton of really bad weapon drops off the first few enemies right away.
Oh yeah,
That was actually
I was
sounds
there for that
hilarious.
Yeah, Khananaphone was there. So we actually had to practice, like, kill this enemy now, and that avoids the holy water or whatever it is.
That's outrageously awkward.
Wait, did you do that? Maybe that wasn't me then.
I was not.
I remember like some daggers, but you just had to jump over it or something.
Yeah, I think it was me, you, Dragon Dark, and Omnigamer.
So it was that one?
Yeah, let me go look.
One goal was Sypha, and the other was Trevor only in the Sunken City.
Yep.
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. That was episode 24. Oh. That was the first one of the new version of the season. New part of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yep.
It was a long season.
It was extra long. This one is about almost 2 years long total. Omnigamer and Khananaphone played Rygar as their other mystery game.
Yep, definitely lost that.
Not by much. By 1.3 seconds.
And I lost to Dragon Dark and Darkwing Duck.
Almost everybody loses to Dragon Dark.
I think, yeah, no, I did not beat him
So I lost him a lot before.
in the second goal either.
Khan did manage to beat Dragon Dark, though. He beat him in the second goal of Castlevania 3.
Yeah, he went all out on the Bone Dragons and did some crazy risky stuff that paid off.
It did help having like the last part of the Bone Dragon fight was a huge RNG fun time for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think you had a 251 or something, and
Oh yeah,
I think-
yeah, I had a crazy run.
yeah, Dragon Dark and I were both like, well, I'm pretty sure if I go everything perfectly, I get a 252, so...
I think it was like 2 seconds better than my PB during practice.
Pushing
some
my
of them.
hands to work against me is hard to do.
But yeah, I'm like relatively pretty bad at the mystery goals.
I did not want to shoot that snowball. Whatever. I shot it. It deserved it. Whatever it was, I did.
I don't have too much experience doing mystery goals. I've done 3, I think. And I did okay. One of them's weird, though, because it was Adventure Island, and me and Vorpal were both completely terrible for an hour and a half.
And you also did Jackie Chan.
Action
Mhm.
Kung Fu?
Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, yeah.
Yeah, that one felt pretty
I've
good,
never played that
actually.
game.
That's a
I've never
great
played-
game.
Yeah,
You
it's not-
said you never played it?
Never played it.
That's worth a play.
Yeah.
It'd probably work out pretty good as a blind run, too, actually.
I don't know what the continue situation was in it. But there certainly wasn't any arcane stuff to figure out. It was just, straightforward.
You're Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
he lives a pretty simple life.
You do what Jackie Chan does.
Just wants no trouble.
Just record a movie, almost die. That's Jackie Chan.
That is kind of what Jackie Chan does best. He's powerful, though.
Of course, Lucky knows the blind race status of Jackie Chan.
This level's easy.
Yeah, I didn't feel good about just having Sting Chameleon as the goal. but I also did not want to have the Chill Penguin boss, so I'm glad I was able to kind of stitch these two things together.
It's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, we've had a bunch of games where it was important to cut the boss fight out. It's really convenient that in this you can revisit the stage and get the same thing minus the boss fight. That's pretty unique.
I still think it would have been nice to have more of a boss.
I mean, yeah.
Like an actual boss fight, not just the...
Yeah. Obviously, Chill Penguin not a good choice, but...
I like Buster-only bosses for Mega Man games.
I am also a fan. Not that I am going to be disappointed about having the boomerang for this boss fight. You know.
Yeah, I was worried this goal might be a bit much.
Well, you have talented people for this one, so I mean.
That does make a difference. We are more willing to give difficult goals for these high-level tournament matches than just an average episode.
I got wrecked in that cave.
No. Well, I guess if I landed it, I might as well just use it.
I wonder if it causes more lag using it.
I mean, it does when you're and there's another robot on the screen and you're punching each other. The game
Actually,
don't like that.
it's pretty easy to jump out of it too, though.
It is really easy to jump out of it. Oh boy.
No, no, no. I have to have the second one like down pat, so I don't.
You finally get through Chill
At least
Penguin.
have your strategies memorized.
Yeah.
It's one thing like executing wrong, but doing the wrong thing is not good.
It is not. How'd that bat hit me, man? Oh, this is dead.
Are you guys getting used to the controls? The dash, the jump?
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's still gonna be really angry. My arms are gonna, my hands are gonna be so mad at me at the end of this half hour.
The only issue for me is occasionally like I'll jump and the dash doesn't dash. But that's like just because I'm doing it at the wrong time.
I don't know if I'll be able to do much more than cut the 3.
It's interesting that one of our players here practicing with the script and the other practicing without. So going into the match, I wonder if it's beneficial to know what kind of times to expect overall.
Maybe I never do full runs.
I think if it were me, I probably wouldn't be practicing with the script, and I don't know if that would make a difference to me, knowing what time, because often the times that players are getting during practice, they end up beating during the matches, at least for these mystery ones.
It makes it easier for me because it's easier to reset.
Yeah, that's true, but if your practice style is to be playing it in large chunks, then that would make a lot of sense. I think for me, I would probably be more of a short section practicer. But I don't know. And knowing your time, what kind of time to expect going in could be helpful. At least to give you a sense.
Some games it's helpful to do short chunks, and in some games you just have to like become good at playing the game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I like practicing the script off to make it easier full game resets.
Well, I think it also is helpful to know what kind of times you're getting in practice. So when the first round of submissions come in from all the other players, that's when you sort of find out what everyone else is capable of. Maybe about a third of the way into the match when everyone's got runs up there on the board. And maybe at that point it's when you start thinking, oh man, maybe I should reconsider doing this trick that I didn't think I needed to. It's weird I don't have any experience being an SGL player. We probably do need to do a staff SGL episode at some point.
I would love to watch that.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe we should do that next season.
The staff special.
Staff special. Well, we could let you guys choose the goals for us too, if you want.
Commentated by Blecky.
Yeah. I love it. I'm sold.
Make you play the like the worst games that you've had on here in terms of goals.
I'm fine with it. We don't even have to vote. I'll play whatever you guys want to do. Oh no, it can't be the April 1st episode. That's going to be the auto-scroller episode.
Oh my gosh.
That's all shmups and
Paperboy?
auto-scrollers.
Put Paperboy back in.
Paperboy goes back in. It'll be Paperboy and TNC Surf Designs.
I mean, I totally did win that Paperboy fair and square. By 6 frames.
Alright, maybe sub 3 is definitely very much in the cards. Alright, that's a good feeling.
Let's see it. Oh yeah, that's sub 3. Nice. Very nice.
Sub 3 is most certainly in the cards.
Ad break setting me up to fail.
No.
Staff special, first game highlight.
Highlight episode.
What virtual highlight?
Ouch. You wouldn't do that to us.
Like heck, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I feel like over the course of this past 2 years, you've probably done some kind of wrong to each player at some point.
Hey, we choose the game ourselves.
It's true.
Andy chooses Bubble Bobble. Feasel must play Bubble Bobble for my entertainment.
Maybe
I
that's
learned.
the tournament winner will decide.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Bubble Bobble in the first Big 20 race.
Yeah.
There was,
Guess
I
what
think,
goal-
20
guess what goal
stages.
You're not getting. Guess what goals you're not getting?
Yeah, right. No, it wouldn't be those. Of course not. It would be the extra stages. It'd be the bonus stages.
That'd be rough.
These runners have both been defeated before. This is the loser's bracket. And one of these guys is going home. Dang.
Possibly starting after this match right here, one of the runners is going to be crying. Who knows? No, I don't think so.
Wow.
That wouldn't happen.
Don't worry, I'll mute myself.
Okay. Because we wouldn't let it happen. No, of course
How
not.
does I actually
I'm just
tried-
gonna race quit like 10 minutes into the match.
Really that easy? I can just push up and hit the button? I knew he was challenged. Back. Continuing his challenge.
Well, I think it may be time to get this one on
Oh.
the road here.
Is it already that time?
It's already that time.
But I'm still.
No.
It's up.
But I want to practice more.
I mean, I don't think I really want to practice more. My hand is kind of already mad at me as is.
Oops. That's not how you do this.
Yeah, so both of these players have been defeated once. Andy lost to... Wait. Yeah, Andy
Cards.
lost in the second round, it looks like. Lost to Cards of the Heart. That was 2-1. They went the full 3 rounds there. Khan actually made it even further than that. He lost to Jorf in the quarterfinals rounds.
And how?
And how? Yeah, that was a 2-0 one. but he beat out. He was Khan right here was the guy who beat Dragon Dark. So Khan knocked Dragon Dark, who was a
Somehow.
favorite for this tournament, down to the losers bracket surprisingly early. So that's how. That's why we should have a lot of respect for both of these players. They both beat a lot of good people to get here. Let's see, Khan beating Freeball, Kari, and Empty Eye in the first round. Yeah, not bad. Good resumes here. You guys ready to start this match?
Sure, why
I
not?
wish I could put speedrunning on my resume.
Well, you could if you really wanted to.
It would be a talking point, to be sure. Something they'd bring up in an interview. If you don't just...
And,
Yeah.
yeah, and exit's over there.
And then you'd finish explaining, and they're like, I don't really get it. And then you're like, oh, god damn it.
Awkward.
That's how that's gonna go.
Well, how about we give the countdown here?
Oh, sure.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know how good my time's going.
I think, or do I have the right starting point?
I think so.
Okay. Do I? Alright. It
Yeah.
seemed a bit fast.
If you see the square going there.
No, yours is a little off, I think. It should say ready and blink.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
This is also why I make sure to use the script.
Here, let's restart this match here.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
It's weird. Why did I overwrite that? Oh, well.
It happens sometimes.
The first frame should be RE, and the A is like half size. So maybe you
Yeah, that's
overwrote
my
the very original one.
I just couldn't wait that 1 second.
Well, we would have known when it tried to sync the video up and failed.
If this factory doesn't care about the world record in a checks quest, I don't think it's the right fit for me.
World record in checks quest?
Okay.
That's the ROM. Nope, that's still the ROM. Why is the save state so big?
Oh, dude, East.
Oh,
I
never
love
mind.
East music. I'm gonna listen.
Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. Oh, no. Now I can hear me.
This is from Ease 3, it looks like.
Yep, it is East 3. Thanks, Lucky. It is East
Was that
3,
the one that was Wanderers from East?
Yes.
Okay. That's the only East game I've played, actually.
I'm good to go.
You are?
All
Okay.
right.
Sounds good. Alright, give them the countdown again. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. So after having an hour to practice these two stages of Mega Man X, these players now have 30 minutes to make as many attempts as they can on these two levels of the game. Once again, in case you didn't join us at the beginning of this episode, I'm your host Fiesel. We've got Mythical9 with me here. Mythical's doing the timing today, Ark's not around. So in addition to commentating, he's going to be timing the many runs that these guys submit.
Yep, all the runs. All of them. So many.
He was so busy in the last match that he didn't get a chance to commentate at all.
I didn't say a single
runs.
word. No, this is I thought this was going to be a pretty hard goal, but these guys seem to have done a really good job with it in practice, so I think actually we will see a couple of completed runs from each player. It's a little tricky though because they're much less optimized than they were for the Super Mario goal we had earlier. So players are going to have to make some decisions about what kinds of mistakes they want to allow in their run, and that's going to influence how often we see them reset here.
It occurred to me I didn't actually practice choosing the stage.
I made sure to find out what the optimal inputs would
Yeah,
be.
I think you want to do up and
It is
then
up.
A
Will be.
or
Yes.
B. Yes.
I've seen marathon runs where the wrong stage gets chosen. I think that's happened at least twice in GDQs in Mega Man games.
Happened during Best of NES, one of the Mega Man games.
There you go. And I know I've seen runners
We're
have to
practicing.
reset for choosing the wrong stage before. I'm certain I've seen Caleb do that a couple times. We had a character select in Mario 2 the other day, and I didn't even realize at the time, but I had actually set the save state too early before the character select on the first one, so they had to do 2 character selects, and it wasn't even set to the right character by default. So
Wow.
I'm surprised that we did. I know, it was bad, but I'm surprised we didn't get any accidental wrong character selection in that one.
I think it popped out
If it
during
was- if it was
practice,
for the
but
first
not
one.
during the match.
I'm actually feeling pretty
right.
good about this run already.
And Andy's, it's become his characteristic style here, is to just do something amazing in the first 3 minutes of the match that dictates
No, you
everyone else's play.
See a
bucket
good
of
ball.
bolts.
Oh, missed a little bit there on Stinky.
Remember when I mentioned?
Ah,
Remember when I mentioned 250 being a good time?
252 with a bit of a hiccup there at the start of the fight. So Andy gets a PB on what, his first, second, third run, something like that.
Basically his first run, because it was 2:52 to get there, and we're, I don't know, just over 3 minutes, so he had like 10 seconds worth of resetting.
All right, well that's satisfying.
Khananaphone as well.
I was gonna have a run that is. No, begins to explode. Well, whatever. Here you go.
There we go, putting myth to work.
That's my plan. Not too bad.
The biggest problem was forcing my hand into a position that makes it horribly uncomfortable for, 3 minutes at a time. Once I actually forced my hand to actually start doing it, it made it a lot easier to play. As long as, this
And-
works great.
You're using the default settings, controller
Yep.
settings, right?
Yep. Because it's always how I always played Mega Man X growing up and stuff. It's just a PS3 controller is not a Super NES controller.
Yeah, it's
So I
definitely
can't
not.
really force myself not to do it.
So you're playing on a PS3 controller. What are you playing on, Con?
Yep. PS1.
PS1?
DualShock 1.
Is it gray?
It is blue.
Blue?
Mhm.
I think that's dummy.
I think I've got a gray PS1 DualShock. It's pretty nice.
Circle button doesn't work.
Oh, you don't need that. Oh. I didn't set the leaderboard up. Let's go get that on the screen.
Nice. Dash jumping. Dash jumping is hard. I think this run's already dead.
All right, got some runs on the board here. Andy has a bit of a lead, and he knows he can improve it.
Alright, there we
Will
go.
I-
Yep, 252.97 from Andy and a 306.75 from Con.
Yeah, Khan's definitely capable of going a little faster. He just kind of wanted to get on the board there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, because that was his very first run, and it went well enough that he didn't have to reset, and that's a good strategy. Get something up there on the board. But I'm finding that these two-player matches are quite a bit different than the four-player ones as far as your strategy. There's I expect more of them to go like our first match did, where once a really good run was on the board, there wasn't even any reason to take the other runs very far if you start to make a mistake and don't think you're going to be able to hit that target time. Because when you have 3 other people besides yourself in the match, there's a chance that when you put any run up on the board, it's going to beat somebody or be good for something.
Do dash shots do more damage in this game? I know they do in Mega Man X2.
They do.
Yeah, they do? Okay.
In X3, I think they do not, though.
Dash, you stupid bucket of bolts. I already used that one.
Metalhead.
Mm-hmm.
Circuit brains. Something clunker.
Like robot.
Bucket of bolts is just so good, though.
It is. It's pretty good.
I think in this impact only the lemons that get more powerful than dash shoot. I don't think I'll ever be able to top my first split. Like, I had such a good chill penguin. I don't.
Aha. Don't skip.
Leave out of my mind for on chill penguin. Somehow.
Yeah, that wasn't even that good either. It's like 10 seconds slower than yours. No.
Slayed out of my mind. Chill penguin. The thing I was worried about.
I plan to sort of learn the start as I went here. This doesn't really seem to be happening. One up. Yeah. Make sure I go
Nice
get that.
health. Nice health, idiot.
Is it all Mega Man games where the health slows you down?
Yeah.
I can't.
Every
I can't think of one that doesn't. That I've played.
ROM hacks don't, but certain ones don't.
No, some of the later games it just automatically.
Oh yeah,
Fills
later
it.
games, yeah. That's also true. What? He jumped the other way. What? But yeah. Yeah,
Still not
you're
very
right.
good.
The later X games do not do that, and as well as Mega Man 8. I don't think.
Well, it seems like ROM hackers. I can believe that how they might take that out because they're probably a lot more aware of what goes on in speedrunning and understand why people would want to do things fast.
Yeah.
So I guess I could see that.
Only the first one in the dash is stronger? I did not know that, Lucky. I thought it was all dashing.
One day I'll remember.
Well, that is something I did not know, that it was the first shot in the dash shot that does the damage.
I guess that's a little important, this section with the wheels. It's
Yeah,
likely
the wheels
you'll have to kill 2 in one dash.
The wheels are jerks.
So Khananaphone's got green numbers heading towards the boss door here, but he's looking like he needs to save more time in the first stage here.
Yes, a lot more.
Yeah, I see. Andy's run is already in the boss room.
I was more concerned about the first level than the second level in my practice.
Oh, tough boss. How do I do the boss? gonna have to actually practice the boss for a second. Here, I saved time because I split it the right place.
Alright, down to 304, so that's still a time savings over the run that's on the board. He had a 306.7. Now I get to practice the boss fight, there you go.
I thought... Yeah, they start it differently. Alright, yeah. Whatever. I got it.
So this may be more of a straightforward boss fight than most, but I think it still works pretty well for this goal, because there is some skill to it, and it does take some practice, and you can have someone with a great run who just can't do the boss right, and they end up losing the run over it. So it is everything that you would want in a boss fight.
Alright, I think I actually put a good chill penguin for a change.
What was that? What do you mean besides the first?
The first shot of dashing does more damage. That's something I didn't know, that was only the first shot. I knew that dash shooting does more damage, but I didn't know it was only the first bullet. I jumped into a robot suit. I'm riding into victory. And he.
Actually seems pretty good.
Oh hey, I saved time here. I don't screw up Sting Chameleon.
That.
Looks like Andy's slightly ahead coming into this boss fight, less than a second.
I have more than a second to save on this boss fight. Alright.
Pretty smooth so far. Oh, nice. It's going to be a couple seconds shaved off there. It's down to 250.4 versus his 252.9, so almost 2 seconds. Sorry, 2.5 seconds off there.
Not to mention the 250 is what he previously thought was, you know, kind of like the lower bound for this goal, and said was impossible, and he'd never get it.
I didn't say I would never get it, I said it wouldn't be an easy one.
I'm pretty sure you said literally impossible.
I did say it was, actually I did say it was possible for me, but I got used to the controls and it made the play a lot easier. Now that my hand is numb.
It's easier once your hand goes numb, it's less discomfort.
Yeah, see? Now I force my hand to do things it doesn't like. You work for me, hand. That's what I tell it.
That's what I say when I'm speedrunning myself.
How romantic. Yeah, I remembered.
Andy shaves 96 frames off his PB down to 251.38.
It helps out.
Oh man, so many one-ups. That last part was good. Now I'll just miss the space bar. It's very hard to hit.
It is hard to hit. I have learned that. Dude, these health drops are killing me, literally. I've gotten so many health drops. Stop. I think I'm still saving time, and that's the most annoying part about it. Maybe not. I think I'm gonna make a couple seconds. Nah, I'm fine. Got like 3 health drops at the end.
Khananaphone had a bit of a rough start there on the boss, but finishes him up, gets another PB.
It's too hard. Can we have an easier boss?
Yes.
Penguin's the easy boss.
Let me just start coding one right now.
Just make a new one.
Update the
easier.
ROM. No problem.
Cyberspace.
It's dash jump. I don't think I'm PBing anymore. Well, potentially PB. The potential for PBs was over there when I got into that suit.
Dash! Dash!
Now you got into a suit in your PB run as well.
It's true, but I also kind of did it like a herpy derpy, getting hit by everything portion of that.
Mhm.
Very herpy and derpy.
Would you dash? It's like I'm crazy here.
It's like a really aggravated Santa at the end of the night. He's like, reindeer, I just dash, would you?
Your name is Dasher.
Just dash away all.
Gotta go home and go to sleep.
This is a pretty Christmassy stage. Did you originally make this one up for your Christmas episode?
I thought about it.
We could just take a normal level and just replace all the enemy sprites so that they have Christmas hats on.
Yep. When I think Christmas, I think jungles, swamps, and chameleons.
And everyone? Oh sweet, I haven't got any health drops yet, which is a good thing, 'cause I'm tired of getting health drops. Oh, there it is, just kidding.
If you didn't get hit so much, it wouldn't matter.
But I don't know how to play fast like Tiki and them do. I just know how to run through things, while occasionally shooting things.
Alright, got Andy coming into the second stage here. About a second behind his PB, but I know there's that much time that can still be saved in the second level.
Maybe he's just happy to be out of the first level.
That's part of it. Also, I'm pretty sure I just lost that time. But whatever. Doing for it, man. Oh, getting wrecked by rocks. I'm going for it still. Up, see ya. Oh, that health just interrupted my dash. Why?
So does it actually stop your dash when you hit a health?
No, I pushed the input as I was getting healed because I was not expecting there to be health.
So overall, a similar story as match 1. Andy putting up a really tough time.
Except this time Andy actually did manage to beat his really tough time at some point.
To replace it with an even tougher time.
Yeah.
Just losing it. Can't dash. That was in a weird spot.
At least the music is good. At least the music is good.
This game has an excellent soundtrack. We're all listening to it right now. Just finishing up one of the most iconic songs from the series.
So,
Is it Storm Eagle?
oh baby. Good song.
Dash, please.
Dash would be cool.
I needed that health.
Khananaphone had an okay run through the first stage there, but he knows he needs more time than that to catch Andy.
It wasn't okay.
But it was okay.
It wasn't even better than my current one.
Nice heal again. Stop doing this to me, game. I'm at the end of the level and it gives me a big health. Literally the last enemy. Besides, I need health. He thinks there's still chill penguin.
Yeah, what if there was a boss in there? You would have been thrilled.
What if that's actually like a thing?
I don't think it's.
Influencing the drops? I don't know.
I don't think it is, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Seems like there's just every health is or every drop is a health drop. We have Game Genie on or something. That's what it feels like.
Every enemy drops health.
Yeah.
I can't tell if some drops are more common than others or if it is completely random.
I have no idea.
Well, the 1-ups seem to be less common.
Okay, that's true. The 1-ups aren't as common as other things, but I see. I don't know. It's tough to tell because we see such a limited number of drops, and I kind of wonder with the save states
Wait a minute.
how random it really is.
Oh, Khananaphone had a really good run going there towards that tough snowball climb. Got through all the ostriches without getting hit.
I don't think I got enough.
I think I hit the last one.
Maybe he did. But I remember you getting through both of them and thinking, like, I didn't know. I don't think I've seen any player do that so far.
Do we have the item that... Or does this game have an item that balances ammo drops, or does it just do it automatically?
Does it automatically?
Yeah. Because I was like, hey, if I use some ammo, maybe it'll give me ammo drops.
I don't know. Either way, I'm not
It
sure.
did. It gave me
Maybe
one.
I'm gonna send it anyway.
It gave me one, but then
I don't think it is.
Okay,
I'll
might
go
not
ahead
be.
and check for you.
Yep, and it's going to check. We like to verify just in case. Sometimes we do have people splitting the wrong spots, and things turn out to be PBs after all.
That's why I sent it.
But we, right now, we got Khan coming into the boss fight. He knows he's already too far behind.
Well, maybe that's better. No, it's not.
Ow. Ow.
It is 38 frames slower.
Dang, dude. So close looking at so far.
Interesting. Khananaphone's only about 30 seconds into his run, and he's already 5 seconds behind Andy's run.
Yeah, that's because I got hit a million times.
Now I have inaccurate splits.
Yep.
I don't know if this is actually a time sync or not. Curses!
Yeah, we'll have to upgrade. Next time to do a submit but don't save.
Curses!
Yeah, Eric, that's what I was thinking. So it's looking like most of the time that he needs to gain is in the early part of the run here. Because he must be pretty consistent after that if he's not really.
Yeah, I'm just like botching my dashes so often, it's driving me crazy.
There's a couple spots where I think you can wall jump directly on the ledge without jumping to the other one.
Yeah, you can.
I
Also, I've got really shitty RNG.
generally trying to do that.
Nice RNG cave.
It's always really weird how low you can get on a wall and still wall jump off it. Like your feet are nowhere near the wall, but your head is sort of on the wall, and it's like, yeah, that's enough.
Driving a robot, help. I also am really bad at entering doors. I probably could have PB'd there if I didn't stupid around the door.
So this is looking much better here. A
It was.
114 from Khananaphone, who's looking for more like a 110 there, but he's getting closer.
And still possible to have an amazing Stink Chameleon stage and Stink Chameleon fight.
I'm just going to send this one as well, because it has a better first split. It has a better first split, and it makes me feel better.
I like it. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much the same final time, but you never know.
Oh, wow, how did that
Screw these blocks. Oh, that was a late one. 5 block hits is no good.
Well, about 1 minute left on the clock, so you may want to reset at some point to see if you can at least get through the hard parts before you having to make the last call decision.
That one is also a little slow.
Okay, no improvement for Andy on that one either, but at least he's happy with the first split.
better first split? I'm okay with it.
So I guess Khananaphone gets a chance to see how his time on this run is before having to decide if he wants to reset. It's not going to catch Andy, but it might be a PB.
Meh.
Sub 3. Well, just in time for last call, because it is
There
now
we go.
last call for resets.
Alright, I did it.
Go for it. And no more resets past now.
Oh, well, I already lost. Nice. Oh, well, I'm okay with it.
And he's done. He's happy with it. 251.3.
Khananaphone's fighting for his tournament life here. One last run.
Doing very well so far.
Nice dodge gear. It's good mashing. Hey. Jump, you fool.
So 110 is the magic number he's looking for at this first split, but these door transitions take so long.
Well, So about a 115, maybe.
It's gonna take a rather fantastic Sting Chameleon stage here.
It went well.
Saving 5 seconds in the Sting Chameleon stage.
Made up a lot of time there. He's suddenly pretty close to Andy's run coming into this boss fight.
Let's not exaggerate things.
I don't quite remember how the boss fight went in his previous PB. If I recall, it was pretty good.
Alright.
255.4, so he is not going to catch
The
Andy's
sound
time.
when it freezes for the upload is great.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
But a significant PB, and I have a feeling if this match went on for another 20-30 minutes, we would have seen some really close times from these players. But sadly, that is the designated time limit. Our winner is going to be Andy. He's going to move on to losers finals. And Khananaphone is officially eliminated from the tournament after an impressive run. Managed to take down Dragon Dark in the winner's bracket.
Good game, good game.
Hope he'll be back next year, though. There's plenty more opportunities.
For revenge.
For revenge.
For revenge, most certainly for revenge.
And also fun.
I'll look forward to it.
Fun kind of revenge. The entertaining revenge.
Also, it's not. We're not going to losers finals. I gotta play the winner of Cards of the Heart, and whoever wins the
Yeah,
other match.
it's sort
Yeah.
of winner's fun. I don't know what to call
It's
It's loser semis.
yeah, it would be loser semis. It's true.
And I am going to time that last run so the leaderboard accurately reflects Khananaphone's last charge there.
Yeah, errors in losers finals. I still have to play against one of the first ones.
That's right. So Andy's going to play against Cards of the Heart, and as the winner of Cards of the Heart versus an as yet undetermined other person. We're going to find that out this coming weekend, who that's going to be. And then hopefully we'll be able to schedule that next match against Cards as soon as possible so that we can get all this stuff wrapped up before Christmas.
And there it is on the board, a 255.94. Those were some good matches. Is Fees rounding up a bonus game for these guys? I don't know.
Is there a bonus game?
Did I just catch him totally off guard?
I was thinking we weren't going to do a bonus game because it's probably going to go pretty late, but
Yeah, sorry.
It is 11 p.m.
if you guys want a bonus game, we've got a bunch of Super Nintendo bonus games. I can find a good one.
A
I'll
good
take
one
it.
or
I'm
a
good.
good
I'm
one.
good.
Yeah, a good one. Different quality
Right.
standards for bonus games than regular games. for
Bonus
sure.
game is Time Slip.
Also time slip.
Dang, where did I put it?
All right. Well, Khananaphone rounds up some time slip for us, and Andy
Keeps
shows
doing
us
whatever
whatever
you
that
call
is.
Right.
The Grinch, man. From the Game Boy Color game, The Grinch. A Mystery Tournament Top 8 highlight.
Nice.
It was pretty good. Mostly because of that silly reaction.
We've got some things to talk about here as we wrap this episode up. We've got a calendar, a speedrun events calendar on our site, speedgaming.tv/calendar, so that you can find out all the speedrunner events that are going on in the community. If you know of an event, a marathon, a show, a podcast, or even just a weekly race between a handful of people, please let us know and we'll add it on there. We do need your help to keep this thing up to date. We've also got, we're planning a SNES marathon that's going to happen in the spring. And,
a speedrun marathon? Or
yeah.
A best of S, like what's it called? A big 20 SNES.
No, it's going to be more like a best of NES type deal. We're going to be focusing on the best runners for each game. I don't think we have signups and stuff posted, but if start thinking about it for sure. And we're also going to be looking for volunteers to maybe help run restreams and test streams and do block commentary and stuff. So keep that in mind. Also, this big thing we've been doing lately is this Zelda 2 100% All Keys tournament. We're happy to be helping to host that. It's been a ton of fun. That'll be going on throughout December. You can go to challenge.com/Z2Tourney for brackets and information and a link to the schedule. And I think
the Zelda 1 tourney is also getting near the end.
Yeah, that's
4
still
people
going.
left.
Nice.
Does that have its own link? Is that just like Z1 tourney?
Zelda 1 in all letters on challenge.
E.
Zelda ONE.
Yeah.
I think we got calendar. I think that's a thing. Is it? I
should
wrote
be.
down all the commands.
There you go.
Yeah. And I think that's all the things we want to plug at the end here.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We follow the runners, of course. Andy and Khananaphone. Their screen names are as they appear on stream.
Or following Khananaphone.
Well, unfollow and follow again.
Alright, sorry Khananaphone, I'm unfollowing you. And refollowing you.
And that's going to be it for SGL today. Do we have that next match is scheduled?
Yeah, next match
right?
is going to be Sunday. Not sure if these guys have gotten back to me with the time, but it's going to be Sunday, either in the afternoon or the evening.
Maybe.
Right, that's going to be our losers. I guess I was going to call it quarterfinals, but I guess it's not.
We lumped it with the quarterfinals round, but it's not that. It's losers.
It's round 3.
Losers round 4 and 5.
We'll call it a lot of confusion.
A lot of confusion, yeah, and that's going to be Jeff Sledge and Nighty and Dragon Dark and Jadian. So the 4 of those guys. 4 will walk in, 1 will walk out.
Yep, and they're going to be playing. They have a main game. They're not going to be doing mystery games. There's going to be one mystery game, but they're going to be playing Castlevania 2.
Belmont's Revenge. Yep, for the Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That's a real, that's a game.
It's a
It
game.
certainly is. Yeah.
If you missed anything, we'll have VODs up on Twitch. And if you don't want to miss the next one, then you can follow the channel here on Twitch, or you can follow @SpeedGamingShow on Twitter. And I think that's everything. So we're just gonna say goodbye, and we hope we see you next time.
Goodbye. Miss you all.
Not so much Khananaphone. He could go either way.
Bye-bye, everybody.